Welcome back, boys and girls. It's Friday. It's 10 p.m. and it's time for you to take your official visit to Butt State University, the only school offering up bachelor's degrees in the applied sciences of alcoholic endeavors. For Dan, I'm Chris, and we cordially invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy another edition of Butt State Live.
Yes. Makes me want to fucking just nod my head.
We'll just do this for an hour.
I want to be like, what was her name? Sharon Stone in fucking Dangerous Minds. Was it Sharon Stone?
Which one?
In
Isn't
Dangerous
that the
Minds.
one with Arnold?
No, that's the one.
Oh, that's True Lies. I thought True Lies.
No, that was Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Before we digress too far, folks, welcome back. It's another fun-filled edition of Butt State Live. With me, as always, to my left, Coach Chris. You may be wondering what's going on to my right. No, Coach Matt has not finally turned translucent. He's actually just not here. So we'll see if he arrives. If not, we're just going to keep rolling. I don't know. We can't really do his toast without him here, but we'll do a toast.
Yeah, we'll toast, but yeah, we can. I don't want to do his toast.
Fucking blasphemy is what that would be.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
No, it would not. But in any case, we are the Butt State Show. We are the lowest class of higher learning on every Friday at 10 o'clock. In case you're not watching this live. If you are, then fucking you're great. You're the best. We are on Twitter at Butt State Show. You can always send us an email at buttstateshow@gmail.com. We are on the Hamburger House Network. What else am I forgetting? Probably fucking all kinds of shit. But hit us up on Skype at Butt State Show. We are plugged in and ready to go.
It'd be cool to get a call sometime.
One of these days we will. It'll probably be.
What I really want to get a call from is I want to call from Gilbert T.
Gilbert T. Oh yeah, our biggest fan right now.
Oh god, I went back and I watched.
I forgot about Gilbert.
I watched our last episode. I was doing notes. The roast of Gilbert T was pretty good.
Well, I mean, it's considering we don't really have anything to go off of other than he's just a piece of shit that
named Gilbert.
Yeah, named Gilbert.
And Gilbert's a shitty name. That's pretty much all we could go off.
Dude, if it was elementary school, that's all we would need. His name's fucking Gilbert. We would have heydays. He would have to fucking kill himself or move to another city.
Well, might as well be elementary school. He's fact checking a show called Butt State.
Seriously.
We have 6 subscribers.
It's points, not goals.
That video had like 30 views, and you're sitting here fact checking. Like, what in the fuck are you doing with your life if you're fact checking this show?
Nothing.
That's what the fuck are we doing with our lives?
You saw it
Friday. You're the one fact checking.
The only video he uploaded was a fucking promo video for a fucking minor league team in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. No disparagement meant to fucking minor league hockey. That's where our bread's buttered, to be honest with you. But we don't give 2 shits for you, Gilbert.
What's going on with you?
Yeah, bite my back. That's all I got to say to you. Well, we'll have some sort of toast here. Do you have some glasses here for us?
I do have some glasses.
I'm craving some club.
Some can.
I don't know if we have anything new for booze news tonight, right? We're just gonna be drinking.
Yeah, we're just gonna be drinking.
That's fine. Hey, honestly, it doesn't really. It's almost like we're mourning the loss of someone right now.
Well, if Matt shows up, we do have
celebrate.
We do have a booze inspired game, but again, we kind of need. We're gonna need 2 contestants, so. I don't think it's gonna be as.
Unless
good.
the missus wants to join in and do.
Oh, dude, she's tired. She's in bed already.
Yeah, exactly. No. But we'll hope. We'll hope beyond hope that our boy shows up here in the final hour.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Knights of the Vale to save us.
If he shows up, we got a booze game for you. And if not, we'll play it next week because we'll be back.
We got plenty of good stuff for you. We got a new Butt State Hall of Fame nominee. We got some UFC, NFL, Major League Baseball news. Got a nice fucking celebrity story. I don't know if I've ever told you boys this one. I probably have, but never on air, I don't think.
It's a good night just for sharing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a night for sharing our details. It's gonna be a confessional, taxi cab confessional.
There we go.
There you go.
What's your truth?
So I guess I'll do a different toast.
Okay.
Let's see here. There's always the Matts, the Malos, the love us. What I always think of. Oh, to the nights that turn to mornings, and to the friends that turn to family.
There we go.
There you are.
That's a good one. The club. The club in Kokanee, we're just going to keep rolling with Canada Day.
We're just going to be Canada Day for the rest of the year.
God, dude, I'm starting to really like Kokanee. After Canada Day, and we had put some of these back. It's, it's an easy drinking beer.
No, it's just like Coors Light of Canada, but it's not light. But I mean, it's like
it tastes better than Coors.
Yeah, I'll give them that. That's for damn sure.
Because we were in Idaho last weekend, And I tried drinking Coors, the banquet. Ugh, not a fan. That shit is not good.
Yeah, it's kind of that same tier though, but I mean, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
It's not like it's some drastic price difference from fucking High Life or anything else that's in that same rack at the fucking gas station, but it's just a slightly different taste, I guess, so people tend to fucking roll with that. Well, we're underway, so I guess we'll jump into the fucking the wide world of butt, as we like to call it, our sports news. I was asking you guys if you ever seen the Sports Machine last week. I don't know if you remember that show at all. Sports Machine.
No.
Used to come on Sunday nights after, I forget what show, like Dave or something like that. It was, or after the news. And this guy had this I think it was Channel 5. This guy had this setup where he looked like the architect from the fucking Matrix, where he had just hundreds of TVs. And then he'd always be like, and this is what happened in Buffalo. And he just would point to the fucking screen and it would zoom up to your TV. And it had all these weird little, it was like really trying to be high tech for the time. I'll try to find something here, see if I can dig up.
What was it called?
The Sports Machine.
Sports Machine.
And that was the whole thing, is that he existed within the Sports Machine. You know, he was bringing you all the shit.
So it was gimmicky? He was like...
It was highly gimmicky. It was fucking late 80s fucking sports shows. Early 90s. It might have been early 90s to a certain extent, but I mean, I remember watching like Barry Sanders' rookie year shit on the Sports Machine. You know what I mean? It was like before there was Sports Center had the iron grip on that, you know? That was like the basic cable version, or the basic TV version.
What else was on? Wasn't Wide World of Sports?
There was always the Wide World of Sports, and that was like a Saturday morning thing, if I remember right. But then you always had the weird shit like ski jumping and fucking, you know, downhill rollerblading and shit like that. And the host,
wasn't he a little cartoon guy that wore like a beat writer hat?
I don't remember any of that
coming from the Wide World of Sports. I think he was a little cartoon guy that was just in the corner.
I don't remember that shit at all. Hold on, I'll have to look this up.
I think so.
The Wild World of Sports, man. Because all I remember is there's that guy on the ski jumps. And he would just crash every time. That was always what they showed, was like the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. Ding 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 ding. There we go.
Is this Wide World of Sports?
That's it.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport. The thrill of victory. And the agony of defeat.
Yeah, and you fucking eat shit off the ski jump.
The human drama of athletic competition.
Lou Ferrigno. This is the intro, so I don't know if that actually is going to do your guy justice. So there was a little man with like was he wearing like a trench coat, and he looked like an old beat reporter? No, he just looked like
an old beat reporter. He didn't have a trench coat. He just like had like a jacket on with a halfway undone tie with like a derby on.
Oh, so he's like disheveled from chasing down the story.
Yeah, it could. Maybe it wasn't Wide World of Sports. I don't know. I'm not going to think too hard on it because I don't remember. I thought it was Wide World of Sports.
Listeners at home, if you know what we're talking about, send us a line.
Yeah, if somebody would just get on the chat, that'd be cool.
Yeah, no, it's just this blank white bar. Everyone's going to wonder, like, what's up with this white bar? Is that...
If you would fucking interact.
That's where the chat goes. So if you're watching live...
Interact.
If you're right over this way.
This white bar could be filled up. And we were definitely like, dude, if you want to get on and roast,
send us a
little roast battle.
Send us a haiku, you know. Send us, your screenplay. Maybe we'll fucking make it here on Bud State. You never know.
Make a movie, Bud State, the movie.
Yeah, it'd probably be a pretty shitty movie. Let's be honest, right now. Production values aren't the best, but it'd be a fucking movie. That's pretty damn sure. We'd party harder than any fucking movie set.
Yeah, you don't get to watch ESPN, and you know, as much as I love Scott Van Pelt, the guy's not getting drunk. Just telling you exactly how he feels. It's got limitations.
Well, that's how he gets a sandwich, though. You know, in the ESPN cafeteria named after him, the Scott Van Melt. You don't just get that by being some sort of willy-nilly loose cannon and just fucking firing down Canadian club. You can't do that anymore. We're relics of a bygone era. If we would have done this shit in the 70s, we would fucking be millionaires.
You'd be drinking scotch on TV.
We'd be drinking Butt State scotch is what we'd be drinking on TV. We would have bought out McAllen's and fucking taken over a small island in Scotland and made it our own personal fucking paradise where we shun the issues of modern society.
Yeah, if anybody's ever watching this that's got a large bankroll, you want to send Butt State to to
you're
Scotland to go on distillery tours and tell you what it's like.
Are you a rich rube? Then please send us your money. Are you a wealthy idiot? We would love to drain your bank.
That's what we need. We need sponsors.
Well, first, I think part of it I think is we're gonna keep reviewing products we like, because a lot of people that do these kind of videos on YouTube where like there's people who do nothing but review products.
Right.
So like the way they start is you just review shit that you like or things that you've tried, like how we do with the liquor and stuff. So we'll keep going with the booze news. We'll keep finding some other products. I got some stuff on the back burner I want to bring in, some kind of gaggy shit. A lot of it's just because I don't have any fucking money, but got a new job. So Butt State's gonna get some upgrades in the near future. Rest assured.
Yeah, we got to get back on. We'll have to get back on to buying bottles again. We kind of strayed away from that.
Buying bottles, get a better computer, maybe get some microphones and headphones for these galoots so we can all.
Yeah, I think eventually we do.
Down the line, incremental. Get some nice lights, so you can see. Because really, Coach Matt's right here. You just can't see because it's fucking shining right through him. He's just real quiet tonight. So.
At our softball game tonight, somebody said, like, dude, do you have eyebrows? Somebody asked him.
Do you have eyebrows?
A guy that we put a guy in our team.
I would say, is he anything but eyebrows? Just a pair of eyebrows floating out there in center field.
Oh, no, not today with the glare, man.
What position does he play?
He was in the outfield.
Oh, yeah.
So we were calling him Powder today because he just looked like a white ghost.
Yeah, lightning's gonna strike you. You're gonna disappear.
And some shitty kid's gonna fight you in the mud and you're just gonna put him down.
That might be the oldest man joke that, like, we're gonna tell that joke in 10 years. And people are like, what?
Powder?
Yeah, like no one's gonna know what powder is.
I barely know.
And we barely do. Yeah,
My mom was like, that was a great movie. I'm like, I don't know if it was or not. I didn't really.
I bet you if you go back and watch it now, like you'd be like, this sucks. And the special effects.
Who played Powder?
I believe it was Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay. I think it was based on his life.
Yeah, it actually was. Spider Marine.
I'm gonna look that up. I want to know who played Powder.
I guarantee it was somebody who did nothing else.
You're gonna be surprised. Like when we were talking about Gilbert Grape.
It was John Malkovich,
Johnny Depp, and fucking Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, I knew those guys were in that. It was fucking. I think Coach Matt was the one that was fucking. Or wait, no, wasn't it both of us that had never? Or you were the one that had seen it. I haven't.
No. Matt had seen it. We and you had not. We were referencing it.
Yeah. That's the thing is how widely known that movie is. We haven't even seen it. We can make jokes about it.
Yeah.
It's all about someone's fat mom. Really, is what that movie's all about.
Oh, so you know who played Powder?
Johnson & Johnson.
Sean Patrick Flannery.
Wow.
Boondock Saints.
He really was a somebody.
Well, he kind of became a somebody. But he's kind of an underground somebody because he's not a big name.
I would have figured like a Green Giant Pea commercial would have been the other credit other than Powder, and then that would be it for his fucking.
So he's got Powder and Boondock Saints.
He could just write Powder off.
And he was on Dexter for a while.
Fuck. Well, color me a fucking idiot. Chat my ass and call me Sally.
That's not a big name that most people know. Household. That's not a household name.
To us, it is. We fucking us Boondock Saints fans. Well, Hey, and our Twitter fans. Whoever put out that that was you, right? With the Boondock. That was the biggest reach tweet we ever had.
Yeah, get my attention in 3 words. Hey, fuck ass.
Hey, fuck ass. I'm gonna fucking get that as a drop.
Hey, fuck ass. Give me a beer.
Why did I not get any Boondock Saints drops? I feel like I've fucking done a disservice to the show.
Oh man, I remember the first time I saw that movie. I was in awe.
Oh yeah.
It was a great movie.
Anybody who's got a brother knows that that's exactly what would fucking happen. You would fucking jump off a building and drop a toilet on a stranger to fucking protect that son of a bitch.
Yes.
And then fucking jump up and brain his fucking friend with the top of the toilet.
We were at... I got a good brother story. We went to a Mariners game, and I took my...
This is recent.
A couple years ago. 4 years ago.
So this is before they're even talking about getting rid of fucking Forensic.
Yes. This was the down years. This is where you could buy $7 bleacher seats and sit on the third baseline.
And it wasn't $7.10 day. It was just $7 bleacher seats. Yeah. That wasn't special pricing.
Back then. So it may have been longer than 4 years ago. But we took my dad there for Father's Day. So, we're standing in line at the beer garden, and there's a group of guys in front of us, and they all have different jerseys on from all sorts of teams. I'm like, I'm talking to them. I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. One guy's got a Mickey Mantle jersey on. One guy had a Hank Aaron jersey. They just had all these old jerseys on.
Fans.
And my brother comes up, just plastered, and he goes, "Oh, if you're not a home team fan, fuck you." And I'm like, dude, calm down. calm down. And he had a sweatshirt tied around his waist. And one of the guys was like, look at you got a sweatshirt tied around your waist. You look like a faggot. And I was like, all right.
Well, he does.
I was like, all right, everybody chill the fuck out.
Everyone got a win here
My
today.
brother just keeps running his mouth, and he's like, oh, you're a bitch. And of course, Big Brother's there, so he feels, because my brother doesn't look much like me. He's a scrawny guy. He's not.
I never met your brother, so I really can't say.
He's not throwing weight around. He's not a big dude.
Until he's got fucking the bulldog.
Yeah, when we're together, he feels like, oh, I'll get into some shit. But we're leaving this thing. He just keeps going. So finally, like, I kind of pick him up. We go back to our seats, and we're walking out of the stadium. And I'm walking next to Kurt, and I see this guy, like, coming through the crowd kind of quick. And he's got a Hank Aaron jersey on. I'm like, fucking what, dude? And he gets, like, almost close to us, and he starts, like, bouncing in between people. And, like, I turn around, this guy's cocking up to try to cold cock my brother in the back of the head. We were outside of Safeco on
Just for shit talking? He didn't even...
Yeah. On the west side. So I grabbed him, and I threw him up against the brick wall on the west side of Safeco. And I was like, dude, first off...
On Edgar Martinez Drive.
I'm like, dude, you cannot hit him. And he's like, oh, your brother was running his mouth. I'm like, I get that, dude, but I can't let you do this. Like, I can't let you hit him. And Kurt, my brother's behind me. He goes, yeah, that's right. I turned around. No, I turned around. I backhanded my brother, and I was like, no, you shut up. And then I went back to the guy. I was like, dude, just go away and let's let this go. And the guy was like, you better teach him to keep his mouth shut. And I was like, yeah, you can leave that up to me. You're not going to be the one doing that tonight. So let's just go. And my brother's like, why'd you hit me? I was like, dude, because you're trying to get us into I'm not trying to fight tonight. Like, I'm not trying to get into this. You're running your mouth because I'm with you.
Yeah. It's my older brother used to do this shit all the time. And then it ended up being that instead of me letting him get his ass beat, I would fight him and beat his ass. Because he'd be so pissed that I didn't back him up that he'd fucking sock me. Then we'd just beat the shit out of each other in a fucking parking lot. Okay, back when the Brick was the Noble, we were drinking at... I think we were drinking at Pickle Onion, and then someone gave us a ride to the No Bowl, like right before they closed. And he's going in there, and he's like, "Do you got any money, dude? I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close to broke. We can't even get any drinks here." I was like, "I got nothing, dude." He's like, "Okay, I'll figure something out." Comes back to the table, he's got drinks, and I was like, I didn't even question it. And then it's about 1:45, and he's shooting his mouth off to somebody outside, and then he's like, "Fuck this, we're gonna leave." And I basically diffused him getting his ass beat there. He goes inside, and he's trying to like basically escape this fight and shit. And then they're like, "Hey, we just ran your card, and it's fucking declined, so you're a piece of shit for running up the tab." He ran up like an $80 tab in the fucking 40 minutes we were there. And so the fucking bartender wants to beat his ass, and he's like, oh, my brother's the fucking biggest idiot in the fucking world. And he fucking says probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard him say, and it's fucking saying something. He goes, "Fuck, this place is just full of a bunch of fucking N's anyway." And there wasn't. There was all white people. And then and then one black guy pops out and goes, "What?" from the back. And then everyone came at us, and it fucking was like Frankenstein's monster. Like the whole bar starts rushing us. So I chased him out, and I ran his ass up the hill. We're running up Sunset, and we get to where, you remember Wild Spirits used to be?
Yep.
Where it's Harrington Square now. We get to that parking lot, and I'm fucking like, "You're such a piece of shit. I can't believe you're doing this." And he's just like, "I can't believe you didn't back me up. We should have fucking mopped the fucking floor with 40 people. You piece of shit. What am I going to do?" Dude. And then he fucking hauled off and socked me in the face. And that's all I really remember until I basically went like Ralphie on him from fucking Christmas Story. Like, that was it. And then I was on his chest all of a sudden. I was like, oh, fuck. And then I just got up and walked. And I walked home, and this motherfucker shows up. And I was living with my mom, and so was he at the fucking time. So we cut up a couple of fucking wrecks. We were just out drinking all night and go home to my mom's house. And then he fucking shows up 5 minutes later with the cops. And they were like, "We want to talk to Dan because this guy here says that you and 4 other guys beat his ass in a parking lot." And I was like, "No, it was just me. I'll cop to that. He punched me first, and then, whatever happened after that happened." But so I tuned him up and then left him, and he crawled all along those apartments next to the Highlands Elementary. It was like knocking on people's doors and shit, trying to get help, and just bleeding all over doors and shit. And then they called the cops on him, and then they were like, "What happened to you, buddy?" And he was like, "These guys fucking jumped me."
I got jumped.
Yeah, it was like, "You piece of shit. You fucking, now that you narked me out, you say I don't even fucking beat you fairly. You said 4 guys fucking beat you up." And then we fought again after the cops left. He fucking socked me again at the apartment. That piece of shit. That's fucking brothers for you, though, right? And he did the same thing again like 2 years later, where almost got into a fight and then ended up fighting again and putting a hole in my mom's wall. It was just fucking,
I think I've ever met your guys' older brother.
Oh, you're missing a story right there. Let's bring that guy on the show. I'll fucking tear him a new asshole. We'll probably end up fist fighting before the show's over.
That might make for a pretty good show.
Hey, I'm fucking 2-0. Let's make it a 3-peat, and I'll fucking retire undefeated.
We'll just do our own fight night and start.
I'm telling you right now, it's not going to go long though. He'll stick you with one sucker punch, and then he goes and turtles up, and then he fucking gets tackled and grounded pounded every time. The last 2 times I've fought him, it's exactly what's happened.
So he doesn't have the Barrett fight?
No, he's half brother.
Oh,
different dad. He does not possess the Barrett gene.
Oh, got it.
No.
Got it.
No, sir.
So that makes a big difference.
Oh, it does, indeed.
Because I've never seen you fight, but I've seen your brother fight, so I know what.
And I don't even have the full Barrett shit, like that craziness. Like my dad, the stories I hear about when I went to my grandma's 80th birthday, and everybody came out, 200 family members, motherfuckers I have never met, had seen me when I was a baby, and that was it. And they're telling stories about my dad when he was a kid. And he was like, yeah, it was some cousin of ours. He's like, yeah, my dad, your dad almost killed this kid because he fucking punched him, and then he fucking blacked out and started choking the kid with a chain, and they couldn't pull him off the kid. They had all the principal and the fucking teachers came out and tried to pull them off. And then when he realized what he was doing, he fucking let go and just started fucking crying because he's fucking freaked the fuck out, almost killed some kid.
Yeah.
So, and I was always like, yeah, see, my dad's badass. That means I'm badass too. And every time I get into a fight, blah. How come I didn't black out and beat his ass? I thought I had the Barrett gene.
I said argue your strength and conditioning coach, man. This was one of the best fights I'd ever seen. This was outside of your guys' apartment back in high school.
It wasn't really a close fight.
No. It was fun. Though. You could barely even classify it as a fight. This was just.
It was an assault.
This was a humiliating ass whooping. This kid walked up with. He had a Confederate flag hat on. And our strength and conditioning coach was like, "Oh, dude, how do you feel about that?" And I was like, "Dude, I don't understand dudes up here wearing Confederate flag shit. That doesn't make any sense to me." And so he's like, "Hey, bud, I don't appreciate your hat."
He says, "You know what that stands for?"
And the guy's like, "Oh, why don't you come and take it off?" And your brother's like, let's go." And that's when the guy tried to shoot on him, and your brother caught him in a cow catcher, flipped him over. I just remember sitting on the chest, like Ralphie style, punching him and laughing, and then him stopping and going, "Come on, hit me, punch me in the chin, you bitch." Punch me in the chin.
Leaning in.
Yeah, and the guy threw this half-hearted
and he's like, "That's right, bitch."
Your brother just laughed and then started pounding him. And I'm trying to remember who was with him, dude. I think it was Nick.
That was with that kid?
Yeah.
No, it was Eric. Eric lived over. I don't want to say full names, but he had a brother named Derek. Eric and Derek.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's say the last initial was J. That was who had showed up with this kid. And the funny thing was, okay, here's another story about that.
I just remember his buddy had wanted no part of.
He said they laughed.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, dude, you shouldn't have fucked with him."
He ended up staying at the party. His friend left and he stayed.
Well, yeah, he stayed. He got his fucking ass kicked. There's fucking blood everywhere.
I mean, what was he going to do? And that was over so quick. I remember leaving as they were just starting to jaw each other because I went to go meet other people at the Safeway next door. And I'm walking back. It was maybe 30 seconds because I was like, "Quick, my brother's going to fight. Everyone go. We got to go." And we ran back, and he was already on this kid's chest, just, "Hit me!"
That was hands down the most insane night I'd ever had with your brother because that happened. And then we went to a party at this girl's house up the road a ways. And there was this guy's house. This guy was, I don't know, he was like the prototypical party dude out of a movie who was just like, "Hey man, everybody come, everybody chill, let's do some drugs, let's drink a lot of booze." And I remember Gnome put a hole in the guy's wall because somebody was like, "Dude, show us your karate kick," and Eric kicked a wall and kicked the drywall out.
I feel like I was at this party also.
You could have been, and then
because I was at the
and the guy was like, "Oh, dude, what the fuck?" and started getting mad at Eric. And instead of trying to defuse that situation, your brother's idea was nothing can happen to Eric. So your brother ran through a fucking mirror window. Closets that had the mirrored sliding doors. Your brother put his head through that, shattered it, and then was like, "We're out of here." That's how we left.
Definitely was
instead of just letting the hole in the wall go, we're like, "Oh, let's just fuck more shit up and then leave.
Let's compound it and leave.
Let's create utter chaos and leave." And I remember Sean was driving us, the guy who didn't drink, didn't curse, didn't fucking lie, was driving us around. We ended up at the Honeydew in the Honeydew baseball fields. Sean's feeding us saltine crackers because we're all puking, laughing, and fucking trying to run around naked. And Sean's like, "What are you guys doing?" Like, you remember how I was like, Sean had a heart of gold, and he was.
You gotta give him credit for hanging with you guys
because
he really did. He always was down. He was like what was that one guy from fucking SLC Punk, fucking straight edge dude who he always thrashed in the pit, but he never drank or anything. It wasn't Heroin Bob. It was didn't that guy? He dressed like a square. But he would
you know who he was? God damn it, dude! He's in all these movies now.
Sean Patrick Flannery.
Oh. No. Like he was the main dude in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I never saw that.
Hold
that was
on.
like Kevin Smith, right?
No, that was like by Judd Apatow.
Oh, that's fucking Chasing Amy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, SLC Punk was a pretty good movie.
Fucking A, it was. It was a great movie.
Hold on, dude. Jason Segel, that guy was Mike. The straight edge dude that would just get into the pit and
Buddy Holly looking guy and just
ruin
kill
everyone. Yes.
But see, Sean didn't have that meanness. He was just would hang in the group. You know what I mean?
He was with
He always was down for the fucking. But he didn't need. To
Sean got in on stuff with us. So like when we would go egg houses, Sean would.
He participated a little.
Funniest thing, we were up kind of in the Liberty area. And he's driving us around in his Jimmy. We have 5 dozen eggs because that's back when Safeway used to sell remember when they sold the 5 dozen carts? So we just go buy one of those, and we go around and
we're baking a cake. Don't worry about it, lady.
No, we get pulled over and that was he was like, the cop's like, "What are you guys doing?" And just without missing a beat, Sean's like, "Is that Sean? I don't say the last name. Is that Shauna Blank's house?" The cop's like, "I don't know, dude." He's like, "Oh, well, that's my girlfriend, and she's coming back from Vegas tonight on a red eye with her grandma. So we wanted to surprise her and wish her a happy birthday." And the cop's like, and Sean looks like an upstanding kid, so he's like, "Oh, okay."
And he's not drunk.
And he looks in the back of Sean's looks in the back of the Jimmy, and he's like, "Why do you have 5 dozen eggs?" And Sean was, "Oh, I'm a bodybuilder, so I buy in bulk." And looking at Sean, the cop was like, "Oh, okay, that kind of stacks up, dude. Like, you're a pretty big
that
fucking
dude. Quick. I think no one gives Sean credit. Maybe he's actually like a murderer.
Then he fucked up like at the very end, and I think the cop knew the gig was up on us, but I think the cop just ended up kind of being somewhat of a cool guy because that story was bullshit. He had to have known. Because then he asked Sean, he's like, "How old are you?" And Sean's like, 20. And we're like, "Dude, you gave him your ID. He knows you're 16, bro. Like, what? Why'd you say you were 20? Like, your story sounded rock solid."
Because he's not supposed to be driving anybody around.
Right.
That night.
But his story sounded rock solid until that point. The cop still let us go. He was like, "Oh, if I find out," he wrote all our information down. He's like, "If I find out anybody's house has been vandalized, you're all going to get a phone call tomorrow." And I remember Sean was like, "We're going to go back tonight and we're going to clean people's houses." We're like, "Dude, we're definitely going to get arrested if we go try to clean fucking people's windows."
Yeah,
like,
the shit
at 2 in the morning.
Fucking days. So, okay, that kid that our strength and conditioning coach beat the shit out of. Funny story about that, because that wasn't the last.
Do you know that? I didn't even know who that kid was.
I didn't know him before or really after that night. Okay, so here's the story. So me and this other kid, Bobblehead, who you probably met a couple times.
Possibly.
Not Head Bob,
yeah,
but Bobblehead.
I don't know.
I know you met him.
I was thinking
There's pictures
Bob.
of you like hanging out in a circle with this kid. So you at least met him.
Okay.
But taller, blonde. In any case, we're all hanging out, and we went to go meet Eric J. We're all getting a bag of weed, and he's like, "Meet us at this place. It's in a trailer park off of fucking 240th in Kent, like almost into Covington." And we go there. We walk in, and he's like, "Yeah, it's cool. It's this guy's dad's house, but his dad's like asleep or something, so it's okay." And there's like 8 bikes, like bicycles in the yard. Look like fucking Courier Trevor's trailer. And we go in, and I sit down, and I'm hanging out, and this kid comes out. And he's not wearing a Confederate flag hat, but he's wearing like a Confederate, like a camouflage bush hat. Like it might as well have been a Confederate flag. It was like identical what this stands for, basically. What kind of person wears that hat? And he comes out, and I was like, I don't know if something was. It doesn't quite ring a bell, but something's ringing a bell about this kid. And I'm like, man, his face is kind of like scarred up. Like he still wasn't healed up from what Andy had done to him.
Oh.
And then it hit me. I was like, oh fuck, like that's the fucking kid. I don't know if he knows that I'm his brother, but I know that's the fucking kid, and we're sitting there fucking smoking in his house and hanging out. And the whole night I'm just like, man, like I don't plan to come back here. So like I want to somehow broach the topic to this kid and be like, some way to tactfully bring it up and be like, hey, do you remember a night maybe a couple months back
when you get your ass whooped?
You stopped wearing a certain orange hat, fucking burned it while you cried that night with tears of blood streaming down your face. And before I could even bring it up, Bobblehead's like, wait a minute, you're the fucking kid that Andy, our strength and conditioning coach, beat the fuck out of 2 or 3 months ago.
What did he say?
He was like, he didn't beat my ass.
He definitely beat your ass.
I was like, we all were there. Like, and then Eric, of course, starts laughing because he always would just laugh like that. Because we all were there. We all saw what happened.
Dude, everybody.
You got to give the guy credit for at least standing up for what he believed in. But he fucking definitely paid the price.
He didn't stand up very long.
Yeah,
he did not stay on his.
You got to give him credit for laying down and getting beat up for what he believed in, for a couple of ninny punches from his laying position.
I think her strength and conditioning coach took the hat.
Yeah, that was like he did wear it. He took it as a totem.
Yeah,
that was he basically scalped him.
Pretty much.
He did like the modern equivalent of scalping a person. That's pretty fucked up, actually, to think about that. That's he might as well just like took his shoes. Like he basically punked him.
Pretty much. That was.
Oh, the days of yore. I like how this show has just become, let's tell fucking drunken stories of yesterday.
Well, you know what, man? We're doing some different things
yeah,
at Butt State tonight, man. We're down to 2. We're reminiscing. I
like how I launched the Wide World of Butt and I didn't say anything about sports.
We can get back. Well,
let me get through it real quick. Since we're already at 10:30.
There's some stuff on.
I got just a couple little things, and I wanted to bring up something because I got an idea for something going on further near because we're getting towards the end of the baseball season. But I'll say that for last.
I got a question about this.
Yeah, we'll start off with the UFC.
Yeah, that was big news.
Brock Lesnar reportedly tested positive at a test that he submitted 5 days before the fight, but the results did not come in, or 12 days before the fight, but the results did not come in until 5 days after the fight, which may result in him getting his fighting license suspended in the state of Nevada, which also may result in some other penalties and forfeiture of the purse of the fight. I mean, he could be facing some pretty substantial penalties. But he doesn't seem to care because he plans to go back to doing the WWE thing full time anyway, from what he says.
So he just came back?
I don't think that's true. I think, honestly, he just realized he got busted, and now he's just like, I don't care. I don't want to be there anyway.
My question is, with how Dana White and how the UFC wants to keep shit clean, do you think, like, yeah, we're getting the information released to us now, do you think Dana White knew, but he was like, shit, the Jon Jones story broke? Do you think that they looked at it and like, there's no way we can take Lesnar off this card? This will just be a complete... remember when it first came out, UFC 200 was like, holy shit, this is going to be the greatest card anybody's ever seen.
I could see what you're saying there. As far as a business, you want to fucking kind of like...
If I was...
You want to stop the bleeding in that sense, but I think the potential risk that you open yourself up to by saying this is okay, you know, like if there's any evidence that comes out that says that the UFC on any level was in collusion with this to prevent the results from coming out until after the fight, that's way more damaging than another guy getting busted for doping. I think, honestly, that the integrity of what they've built so far is completely based off of the stuff they do in the short term that goes for the long term. Because it really is a sport that's only been around for 20 years.
Right. I think it's weird that, like, why are the test dates, like, separate? Like, how come we knew about Jones's, but we didn't know about Lesnar's till after the fight?
They're in different... There's different pools, and there's different testing... companies, as far as I understand, that are accredited underneath the fighting licenses that are allowed to do the testing under this certain criteria.
So you get to pick as a fighter?
I think so. Now, I could be wrong here, but I know he just kind of recently joined this pool of fighters that's being tested under this certain criteria.
Okay.
So he had submitted some earlier tests, but they take some time to process.
Right.
So it wasn't a what's considered a pre-fight test or an event test. Okay. Now, it wasn't within proximity, so he could still face penalties, but it's not like the tests that happened, like that Jones failed, where it was actually a pre-fight test, as far as I understand. Now, if Gilbert's out there and he wants to fucking check my facts and I'm fucking wrong, then by all means, bite my fucking bag. Maybe we could just hire you on as producer. We could just fight you every fucking night. Gilbert, you sack of shit.
Yeah, you can wear a Confederate flag hat and we'll fucking cow get you and beat your dick off. Or no, that sounded...
Chris is going to do what he wants with you after he's incapacitated you. He's going to beat your dick off.
Oh, that came out so wrong.
I wish I was a Coach Chris quit, but it actually was a perfectly said phrase. It just was not the one you wanted to say.
Beat your dick off.
I'm going to beat your dick so hard, you're going to fucking wish you didn't come.
Damn it.
Well, so there's that.
Fuck you, Gilbert.
So another little a besmirching on
it just seems...
the face of fucking...
I don't know. It seems weird because it seems like a very convenient way to just be like, well, the test was done late. Because you would think all these guys would have the same pre-fight test. Or then it's saying that, like, Lesnar was clean and then he doped up after the pre-fight test. But then why would he submit?
They're saying it's actually the opposite. So they're saying what happened is that now, again, I could be wrong. As far as I understood from what I had read today, is that this test was from earlier than the pre-fight test.
Right, it was
just
June
took longer
28th.
It just took longer to process because it's a different caliber test. They don't run them through the same criteria as the actual pre-fight test, where that's run quickly and that's on demand right there. They don't go through the same pool of testing.
You're saying he did a site? Well, but dude,
because there's separate testing they do other than just the pre-fight test.
Yeah, but
there's testing that they test them on, even if they're not scheduled to fight, they're tested. Because they could be doping.
That's okay. Because the test that he failed was he submitted. He took the test on June 28th.
Yeah, but
the fight was on July 9th.
But technically, it wasn't. It was a non-event test because of why he was tested and who tested.
Right. So you're saying that
because of the legality of it, it doesn't have the same impact as a fight test, but it's going to be close because the results came out within that same period, and because of that, the Nevada Fighting Commission is also going to preside over this, so he's going to face some penalties. They're going to treat it almost exactly as if it were a fight test.
So then, how did I think my main question is like, how did he pass the pre-fight test?
Oh, fucked if I know. Probably the same way that anybody else passes tests. Probably find some way to dope it, or there's just the same way you can test for certain things. There's certain ways you can mask those tests. Anything created by a man can be destroyed by a man. And they've shown it over the years. As soon as you make a test, there's always going to be someone finding a way to exploit it and get past it and cheat through it.
Yeah.
No matter what that test is. And this motherfucker has been looking to get back to full form, especially after the problems he's had.
Did you see him in the weigh-in?
No, I didn't see any of that stuff.
Dude, he looked like Lesnar was always big.
Yeah.
You know, like you didn't see like every muscle. At the weigh-in, you saw every... This guy's 6-pack had a 12-pack inside of it. Like, this guy was so fucking cut up. He looked insane.
Well,
fucking nuts.
You'd think that they would almost like test you right there at the weigh-in and make the motherfucker wait there. Right. We do it like right now. We just have the doctor from Jurassic Park, a little Asian guy in a lab coat, just goes back and says,
it's a velociraptor.
Are you hypothesizing that a group composed completely of Brock Lesnar's will cheat on their...
Will produce my cunts? I don't understand. Have you seen the picture of Lesnar? We should pull this up. The picture of Brock Lesnar and Shaq before the fight?
No, but I can probably
because him next to Shaq makes him look like a normal human being.
Yeah, but it's Shaq.
I know, but you see Lesnar, dude. The guy towers over everybody, and then you see him next to Shaq, and you're like, this one.
They shake hands at WrestleMania 32.
Oh, so never mind. This wasn't at the fight.
Oh,
somebody just
for
posted,
Christ's sake!
Computer frozen.
Computer frozen.
I'm sorry, Dan, but you can no longer view this website.
Well, you can kind of see. He's still a fucking head and a half shorter than Shaq.
Yeah,
and that's Brock fucking Lesnar. It's a head and a half shorter than Shaq. But that's the thing. It's Shaq. Like I remember when first time I went to Nike Town. It was a big deal when they opened it up back in like 95, 96, and they had a Shaq shoe, like a legit Shaq size shoe, model shoe, in the fucking window. It was like a fucking water ski. Yeah, it was huge. I could have slept in the fucking thing. I could have brought it camping and just fucking had a nice little place to cozy up. But and then you think about that there's a foot that goes inside that thing, that there's a human fucking foot that every bone in that guy's foot is 3 times the size of the bones in my foot.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. That's ridiculous.
Have you ever seen the size of his wife?
She's got to be a big... That's Cat Williams was talking about that bitch.
No, she's not big.
Oh, that's right, because you say, this little ass bitch don't squeeze out all Shaq's big ass babies.
Dude.
She's a motherfucking soldier.
Shaq's dick comes out of her throat. There's no way.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be like a hentai
She
porn.
is like up to like his belly button.
Wouldn't that be funny if Shaq is 7'6", but he's got like a 4-inch dick? Wouldn't that be the fucking...
I guess it's possible.
That would be the justice of life if there ever was justice. Was that?
Can you imagine like if that picture came out, you'd be like, oh my, imagine how fucking weird that would be if Shaq had like fully torqued. Jack had like a 4-inch hard dick. Like what the?
But it's just hella thick.
So it's just like a Campbell's soup can.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. Hey, look at my dick.
Little cream of shack foo inside of here. It would be justice because really, after all the people whose fucking nuts he's dropped on their chin, over all those years,
God.
dunking on people and putting putbacks, which brings me to my Hall of Fame guy. But I want to finish up the news real quick here.
Okay.
Real quick, NFL news: Brady decided he's not going to appeal the proceedings from Deflategate. Not going to appeal it to the Supreme Court. He's going to serve out the suspension. Good.
Because you know what?
Because he's fucking wrong and he knows it.
No, because you know why he should shut the fuck up and just serve it? Because it's a fucking light suspension.
Yeah, really. He's fucking lucky. He's not
The
getting
Patriot. They
Pete
fucking
Rose
cheated to gain an advantage. That guy should
in
be
a championship game too.
That guy should be looking
game.
at. That guy should be looking at 8 games minimum. The Patriots should be slapped a lot hard. What'd they lose? A draft pick this year?
Pete Rose got banned for life for betting on games.
His team though.
Yeah, betting on himself.
He bet on himself to win.
Yeah.
And then he bet on other teams.
Yeah.
And he's one of the greatest baseball players ever, and he'll never get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Partially, it's his own arrogance. If he would just admit, if he would you know what, I made a mistake.
Fuck him. Everyone knows. In the real world, everyone knows that Pete Rose is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually have to have his bust enshrined for us to know that he's a Hall of Famer. Everybody fucking knows that. People who don't even fucking watch baseball know that Pete Rose is a fucking Hall of Famer.
And I'm only going to say it because he's not here, because I wouldn't say it if he was here. But just like everybody knows, USC won those national titles, and we all know Reggie Bush won that Heisman.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's technically vacated.
Yeah.
We all know it.
Vince Young, our favorite
I wouldn't say
quarterback.
that if fucking Jack Wagon was here, but I'll say it now because he's not. I don't have to listen to his stupid ass.
No, it's okay. He's right here. He's just really translucent and quiet, as I've stated to the studio audience many a time. So Brady's not going to come back until a quarter of the way through the season. Moving on to the Major League. I didn't see if the M's won tonight. They were
No, we
playing.
lost.
We lost?
Wait a second, though. Is this these the CFL teams we bet on? We
Yes.
kind of skipped over that.
I forgot about that. Okay, so a couple weeks ago or a
Who
week
had
ago,
the Saskatchewan
we
Rough Riders?
placed the bets, and that was Matt who had the Rough Riders.
Oh my God! Is he gonna be 0-3?
Bro, he's gonna lose every fucking bet he makes on this show.
Dude, he's awful.
And I'm gonna win every goddamn bet I make on this show. Okay, but right now the teams haven't played all the same amount of games. So Saskatchewan's only played 2 games. Toronto's played 4. So,
I got the Argonauts.
Yes, you have the Argonauts. They're 2-2, and I think they played tomorrow night or they played tonight, something like that. No, they played yesterday.
So we never final. I know we all bet on.
We have mistakes.
Whoever goes the farthest, right, is the winner.
I should say so. But the thing is that
So you don't have to win the Grey Cup.
There's only 9 teams, and the top 6 go to the playoffs. So you have a pretty good fucking chance of getting
Unless
into
you're Saskatchewan.
Well, so far, yes. But they have. Okay, also you gotta keep in mind they have an 18-game season, so it's a little different than.
So
the
they
NFL.
play everybody.
Fuckloads of
9
times.
teams.
There's 9 teams. There's 2 divisions. There's a West and an East, and I think West has
5.
5.
One has 5.
One has 5 and one has 4. I think the East has 4. I was just looking at this today.
Canada's a big fucking country. You think they could come up with more teams?
Well, it's just because football isn't king in Canada. Fucking hockey is.
Right, but you could come up with like 12.
I agree.
You could add like 3 teams.
I think part of it's they gotta. One of these leagues or both of them has to fucking come to the table and say, okay, for the greater good of this sport as a whole, we need to come together as a continent. Just in the same way that Toronto has a baseball team in Major League Baseball, we have hockey teams here in America. They need to fucking unify the sport one way or the other, or at the very least have friendly matches between the teams where there's a unified rules somehow.
Canada has to get on board with our rules.
That's not necessarily true. I don't know. Let's look at it this way. Okay.
No, I don't think American football is going to switch to Canadian rules.
Not entirely, but there's certain things they could take. Okay, for instance, you can challenge a penalty in Canadian football. Just the same way you challenge anything else. They have the same number of challenges, but you can challenge a penalty either occurred or didn't occur.
I'm not a big fan.
But you only get 2, just like in the game.
Right.
Or 3 at the most.
I'm not a big fan of like challenging everything because I like the fact that like our games, there's a human element to it, and that's what makes the human element adds some.
But what about like a couple of years back when Des Bryant and the catch in Green Bay? That now granted that a lot of that's just the verbiage of the catch rule.
Fuck Dallas. I don't care.
I'm not crying for Dallas. Don't get me wrong. The only slight I see is to the sport of football, and there's a lot of problems they have with just the clarity of the rules in general, right? But if we're going to talk about combining these sports, then you got to find some way to mesh them. You're not going to. That's the reason they're separate right now is because both are stubborn and they both have their own little following because they've found something that works for both of them, right?
Right.
Canadian football, even though it is weird when you are used to American football, it actually kind of works when you watch it. There's a certain flow to the game, and because there's less downs, they pass more, which makes more sense because they have more players in the field. It's a wider field. It's more of a spread game, but the scores aren't different. It's not like they're putting up 60, 70 points a game like arena football. There's still kind of that parity that happens. Like the scores are almost identical.
There's no way you're going to sell that to fans of American football where, we got wider fields, we like to pass the ball more. So no, there's no way you're going to.
But there's got to be a happy medium.
Dude, I love every form of football.
Think about hockey, right?
I can't buy that.
There's Olympic hockey and there's NHL hockey. Why everyone still watches Olympic gold medal matches even though it's wider ice?
Right.
And it's a different speed of game. I think honestly what we have to do is just put the fucking show on and give people something to watch. I mean, the AFL was just a startup league or a upstart league until they beat an NFL team. You know what happens?
But they played under the same umbrella rules.
Yes, once they had the unification, but they'd had different rules before that. The AFL was more a passing league.
I guess I'm not. You could hammer out the
details. Arguably, you could say that adoption of AFL rules,
but the field
makes
size,
the NFL what it is today.
But the field size and the players.
Okay, so we make some compromises. So we say, okay, field size has to go back down to 100 yards. Okay, and we're bringing it back down to 11 players. Okay, and we're probably going to keep it to 4 downs, just to be honest with you. But what about incorporating some of these things? Because they have stuff like, okay, for instance, if you,
there has to be a give and take.
If you punt it out of the back of the end zone, you actually score a point. There's not a touchback, so there's ways to score points. Other than just field goals.
I don't watch CFL enough to know
the end zone is deep enough to facilitate more field goal returns if there's a missed field goal because the end zone is about twice as deep as a normal U.S. end zone. There's a lot of different things that kind of make it cool. Like there's some things that like when I watch Canadian football, I'm not saying let's take everything, but there's a couple things they fucking got right when it comes to just the flow of the game and making it more exciting for fans.
Right, it makes sense.
And that's all I'm talking about these last few years is like, we need to update football. We need to make sure it's up to speed with this new generation. There's problems with the game. We want to also prevent injuries, but we want to keep the speed of the game up. We want to keep these exciting plays, and that's exactly why they adopted the forward pass rule. And I wish to remind you also, no one really in the States knows this, but forward pass originated in Canada first before it was ever used here in the States. That's a fact. That's a historical fact. Now it's definitely taken off. It took off here bigger.
Are you sure about that?
I'm almost positive because I want to say the first match of what they say American football was like Harvard Yale or something at Harvard, but I want to say the first actual football match, what they don't refer to as American football, was between a Canadian and American team. I could be wrong here, but there was this whole like documentary I watched where it was like a 10-part miniseries. It was like a history of football, and it started off with all the fucking leatherhead douches back in 1910, and it wasn't any leagues, and it was all just groups of guys from a meat packing plant that would go and fucking beat the shit out of some other. It was like bowling, basically.
See, because they have this.
They're saying it's probably an AFL thing, right?
St. Louis University, Bradbury Robinson, first forward pass ever recorded in any football, 1906. From the St. Louis University, right there. Bradbury Robinson.
Well, it's on there, so I got to be wrong.
He had the first attempt. It fell incomplete. That was the first attempt, Bradbury Robinson.
And coach was like, we're never doing that shit again. It's fucking stupid.
Probably.
They're never going to pass this league.
Probably. There was some O coordinator was like, Coach, you know it's legal if we throw the ball down the field and then we catch it and then keep going? He's like, yeah, we'll try it once, you fucking loser. I don't know. And then he fell apart and he's like, oh, cool, now we're just fucking 2nd and 10. You're a fucking idiot. You're fired.
We could have got 3 yards and it clouded us like we always do.
We're going to keep... Now... Did the forward pass progress farther and become more of a trend in Canada?
That's what I seem to be remembering. Now, again, Gilbert, if you're watching, fucking Gilbert Godfrey. I don't know if this guy is right with his football facts. That's my Gilbert Godfrey, by the way, folks. It's not very good.
It wasn't bad, though. It wasn't bad.
It was as good as my Danny Glover.
It's okay, because you know what? Because Matt's not here to shit on it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he will. He's at home right now like, this is bullshit. I got allergies. I hate these guys making fun
of me. My God, if Matt's at home watching live, I really wish he would just get on the... Matt has no idea how to get on the chat, though, on Facebook.
He doesn't even know how to get on a computer. What are you talking about? That man barely knows how to fucking wipe his own asshole. If it didn't itch and fucking burn, he wouldn't know.
He takes videos on his cell phone with the Playboy channel so he can jack off later because he doesn't know how to access porn on his phone.
The Playboy channel? That's some fucking trying to jack off in 1997.
Did you ever order that?
Fuck no. Playboy channel? Fuck no.
I did when I was younger.
Well, see, for one thing, I would have got probably my ass chapped if I fucking would have tried to order
did.
something on the fucking cable. But dude, I just
Speaking of the motherfucking devil,
shit.
dude, this guy shows up.
Speak of the devil, and he may
40
come.
minutes in, 50 minutes into the show.
He's just in time for after dark.
But you can't be late. You can't be late on Butt State.
Hey, a wizard
You're
is never
always
late.
on time.
Nor is he early. He arrives
exactly when he's
precisely.
supposed to, or precisely.
You
when he's
fucked
supposed
it up! You fucked it up!
It's all right, dude. 50 minutes into the show, it doesn't matter. You're never late when you're on Butt State. You're always on time.
That's when they thought I was out. They pulled me back in.
I wasn't. Yeah. Well, that's what I told Dan.
Let's
I
get a
was
war
like,
on
dude,
Butt
you
State.
might
Welcome to our boy Eyebrows Segasser. Call him EB for short.
The juice is loose.
Drop the whole last name like that.
Did you?
Oh damn it! I guess I did. God damn it! I'm sorry.
Drop the whole last name.
I'm sorry. This man could be going up for.
Although Ulrich did just make sure everybody noticed.
Yeah. See now.
I said it really quiet.
I blame you more than I blame me.
Okay, so you know what? Let's take a halftime. Let's regroup and get ready for the
Well, we got
second
one
half.
more thing real quick for halftime because we got about 9 minutes before I normally go, and I had one more sports news thing, and then we'll come back with the Hall of Fame and all the rest of our shit, and we
can do these gimmicks.
Finally, do your fucking bit. Thank
We
you,
can do the gimmicks.
Jesus.
We can do the bits.
So glad you showed up. Okay, so the one thing I had here, I don't know if the M's won or lost tonight.
They lost 7-3.
They lost
to
so
Houston.
So we're still at 500, but I had a new idea. Okay, since we're always be talking about this, are they going to be 500? We always make these little bets. We think the M's are going to be 500. How about every week we have something that depends on if the Mariners are 500 or not?
Okay.
So, if they are, let's see here. I'm thinking like we have to drink or something like that. Like if they are or they're not, or something like that. Like
On this show, I feel like your punishment would be like you have to stay sober. 'Cause I did a show sober and it sucked. It was
I know, you
the
were very
worst.
quiet.
Oh, dude, it was the worst night of my life. You
I know.
guys are sitting there getting hammered, Dan.
you look like you were at fucking like midnight mass or something. Like you were wearing
I
your
just
fucking
wanted-
your church dress blues.
It's not fun to be sober around a bunch of drunk
No,
people.
it's not.
No.
Unless you've become comfortable in your soberness.
Right.
I think if you're just a purely
definitely
sober person, you can enjoy it.
No,
when I was bartending.
But if you're a dry drunk,
when I was
like Chris
bartending,
here,
when I was bartending and I knew I couldn't drink, you can't be drinking.
Right.
The drunk people didn't bother me. So
you
bad.
can have a good
I got a
time.
kick out of them. But when I'm just like, fuck, I really want to drink, but I can't. If you want to drink and you're around drunk people,
so I guess what I wanted to have something to tie in with it. So we're above 500. Let's like celebrate. Let's have a fucking special drink or something we
I do kind of like that idea because a weekly bet on the
play a little
Mariners being
song.
500 is really a crapshoot.
Yeah, well, especially right now because they're literally at 500. We
Oh,
don't know. Oh,
well,
you're going
that's-
to be bouncing back and forth.
Oh, so
Maybe we do like a wax and wane thing. Like if it's we're above 500, we drink something good. If it's below 5, we drink something horrible, and we feel the pain of the team. We
That's not a bad idea.
we ride the tiger, because really that's what we are, the pulse of the people here, folks.
there we go.
I agree
If
with
next Friday, if the
We're-
Mariners are above 500, we're drinking Murphy's. If they're below 500, we're drinking Keystone Ice.
Ooh.
Well, you talking about wanting to feel the pain of the team? The only beer I can think of that'll make me feel that pain is Keystone.
I didn't know we were
Matt's
feeling
gonna-
the pain all night.
Matt's gonna have to have an IPA though, because Keystone's too nice for him.
Oh,
Are you sure,
I
dude?
would rather
Keystone
drink-
Ice is
I'd rather
fucking
drink Keystone.
horrible.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly why we give him an IPA, because we wanted it to be displeasurable. IPA is like what he hates the most.
It's true.
Okay.
But you're talking about a lot of things I don't like right now. So, I mean, it's like, it's one or the other. It's not, neither one's going to make me
The
smile.
Mariners gonna suck, and I gotta drink an IPA. This is bullshit.
And that'll be something.
But I don't know about this all night. Like, I think I should have to drink one.
No, one. We do one. We do one.
Okay.
I'm not drinking
Yeah.
Keystone Ice all night
No,
that's all
because
I'm
the
saying.
Mariners suck.
Just remember, like when you guys used to do the icing thing.
No,
Right.
we never did that.
Right. No, people did that.
No,
didn't.
we never did that. I personally never iced
I think
anyone.
we all did in different circles. Our circle didn't never adopt it. As
Wait, are we talking about the same
in your
thing?
like early 20s days? You never.
I knew people that did it. Yes, I never iced anybody though.
Oh.
Personally, I never iced someone.
Now, icing
I've iced
someone.
and been iced.
You mean
Alright.
smoking meth, right? Because that's what I was talking about. Oh, okay. So we
Chill out, dog. Hey, what's going on, bro? You
You're
smoking
the
that
man.
ice?
Yeah, thanks, dog.
Off guy, I can't. I'm married.
All right, so next week, if we're above 500, we'll drink some Murphy's. If we're below, we'll drink some Keystone.
Actually, you know what? At the end of the day, we should
Probably drink both anyway.
We probably need to start drinking more Murphys on the show, period, because their brewery is giving us some love on Twitter. They've retweeted some of Coach Matt's
the no
tweets.
lies? Or wait, who's the
Rebel Stout.
Rebel Stout? Yeah,
Rebel
that's right. They
Stout.
retweeted your shit. That's right.
So we need to.
I really like.
We should try to make it
Coach
an
Matt,
effort.
his life coach thing is we got a really clever tagline, and I really like it. He's going to lead you to dark beers and bright futures, and I think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So I think we.
It
Need
almost
to,
makes me want to watch it.
an
Then I
awesome
realize that
guy.
it's going to be you on there, and I don't want to watch it at all.
No, that's fair.
But it almost convinces me. So
But other people will enjoy.
yeah, see, other people who don't know you.
Dude, the only problem about you showing up late is the Canada Club is almost gone.
Well, it looks like you're drinking some Dickies.
Well, that's okay. Let me get some.
I'll give you the last squiggle. Let's take a halftime.
We'll head to the after dark halftime.
We'll just do pulls from the bottle next year.
And then we'll come back and we'll have you toast us in proper. 'Cause we didn't say your toast. We felt it would be wrong.
Yeah, we felt like it would be blasphemy if we did it without you here.
Well, it was wise. That was wise.
It was wise because I had cursed you in advance.
And which why, see? Because I would have came back and I would have smacked you off both, see? Yeah.
Man, see, I was stepping pins into dolls with your hair on top of them.
All right.
See?
Halftime?
Halftime, folks. We'll see you in about 10.
All right, the first 20 minutes, me and Dan just told old stories. It was good.
Would you watch it?
You can watch several episodes where it actually gives you like on. Because yeah, that one was awesome. And like, okay, that one was awesome. You guys, he's like, I can tell it all three.
where when he's sick, you think by now you know that his action because he's not going to this guy. Which is what I hope. But I also gotta say is that he started laughing and he like trying to have fun with it. Then he
stopping to fuck up this okay console. Just fucking
You need a chair too. Howdy, folks. We're gonna be moving the camera real quick here because Coach Matt's joining us. Coach Matt and Coach Chris are finished coming in each other's faces real
Okay,
quick.
dude. So we gotta talk about this. Let me get on camera. Let me get on camera.
Little too much.
Going
into those jokes.
Yeah, like, and I think here's my concern.
People might actually believe this.
So no, here's my concern. First of all, we know that Butt State is a university that welcomes all, right?
Oh yes, we're an all-inclusive
Yeah.
university.
Yeah.
We don't mean to preach hate.
Right, absolutely not. Gay, straight, white,
Bi, transgender,
white.
cisgender.
Yeah,
love
you
them all.
gotta say like a lot of them now.
Let's be honest. We actually prefer the
Okay.
4 foot passables.
Here we go. So here's the thing, and I'm never offended. You can make all the gay jokes. However, I just realized when I was looking at our Twitter the other day, and I was like, something along the not direct quotes.
There's a lot of
not
fucking
direct
gay
quotes, but I'm
jokes.
just like, Coach Matt like gobbles balls, and Coach Matt can
What do you mean National Footlong Day?
National Footlong Day. Coach Matt,
National
Matt.
Hot Dog Day.
And
Matt knows his way around a
it's just
footlong.
it started to occur to me that there's like people I know that watch this and everything, and it's not that it's a problem, but I was like, man, if we get too one directional with this, I feel like A, we're gonna lose some fans.
B,
And
we're
B,
gonna actually
we might actually offend somebody.
I thought
and
more
then-
eventually we end up blowing each other because that's just really
no, I'm not worried about that happening.
That's if you keep making gay jokes, that's what's gonna
No,
happen.
but
Sorry.
but I am
You're
pretty
gonna
sure.
get me all excited. I'm
But
sorry.
I am pretty sure that people will be like, oh yeah, those guys are okay, and it's not.
We're just aggressive, fucking like
right. It's not that
pseudo straight gay dudes.
I don't really care.
We're not really gay, but we just fuck each other.
I don't really care if anybody thinks I am whatever they think I am, but it kind of like I feel like the gay community would probably rather not have us like.
No, they don't want us at all.
No, I'm pretty sure
They
they're gonna
know
be like,
damn well we're not gay.
you guys aren't, and we don't like that you're
You guys
like
are being fucking assholes.
representing us.
No, yes, and it's speaking for all of the Butt State faculty. This is a comedy show. We only mean this in a comedic value. So if you don't really like the jokes, sorry. You laughed at all the other ones that didn't offend you. That's comedy.
We
I
could
can't
dial
really
back
fucking-
on the gay stuff.
We could.
No, I just mean because
Where does it end, boys?
We
Where
don't
does
need
it
to.
fucking
We don't
end?
need to hit the same. We don't need to beat the same drum all the time.
So what you're saying
There's
is
a
that
whole
we
set.
should spread the jokes and not
Yeah.
like every tweet I should put out shouldn't be that
Shouldn't be
God-
something about me sucking cock again.
I felt the
Matt
same way. I was
gobbles
like,
the-
guys, we're getting a
chicken noodle
little.
soup.
Yeah.
People aren't gonna know the difference here eventually. Like they're just gonna.
Well, and
assume.
I just keep thinking about like the people from work that I'm like, oh yeah, check out our Twitter page, and they see one or two and they're like, haha, and then they see like 7 and they're like, is this like real? Like,
Someone retweeted one of.
is that his
your
weird
guys'
way
tweets.
of like telling me something?
Okay, it was a pizza place that retweeted one of your tweets, and then liked it, and then rescinded it. They followed us, liked the tweet, retweeted it, and then deleted it from ever happening. I think what they did is they retweeted
think we
it,
pick up some
and they looked at our
followers.
shit, and they're like, "Oh God, we
And
can't
then
be
they've
affiliated with
seen
these
more
people
of
at
our-
all.
yeah.
These people are horrible. We want nothing to do
Well, I've
with
seen
this."
a lot of followers that liked our shit and then
They're like,
later
"Oh, never mind."
disappeared.
Yeah, they read 2 more tweets, like, "Oh, this is."
Yeah, well,
But see, I feel like we cover it broad
We're not
spectrum.
for everybody.
Boys, yeah, exactly. You try to please everybody, you end up pleasing nobody. Okay, so basically.
However, Butt State does
Hey,
welcome everybody.
And speaking of which, nothing says that mantra more than the toast, which we need you to say for this to be a true fucking Butt State.
Oh my God, I'm out of liquor.
Oh, that's not true.
I
Get
got a Coke
you
in
some
it.
dickies.
Where's the George Dickel?
I've had 3 glasses of Canada Club.
Well, I'm gonna need some
I'm feeling
Dickel.
good. You can have some Dickel.
All right, well,
Here we go again.
It's all right. Earlier I said I told Gilbert T we were gonna beat his dick off.
he said it exactly like that too.
We're gonna beat his
dick
It's a really weird
We're gonna
threat,
put him
man.
down. And we're gonna beat
Yeah.
his dick off.
Not only that,
That's,
he implicated me in that as well. It wasn't just I'm gonna beat his dick off.
he
Me
just-
and this
he
guy
signed you.
together. Like, hey, I didn't sign up for this, man. What the
Signed you
fuck?
up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Coach
well-
Chris for you. I think really what's happening here is Coach Chris is trying to just tell us something. A secret, perhaps, he's had grating on his
See
soul.
now, when it comes
I
to
swear we
Twitter-
like girls. Here we go. May those who love us, and may those who don't love us. May the Lord turn their hearts, and if he can't turn their hearts, may he turn their ankles, so we may know them by their limping. Cheers, boys.
Because the Twitter thing. See now, what I got. It all started
old
from the
club.
Ferg Turgeson, the gay bartender thing.
Right. No, I
We got
understand
that.
the joke.
And then we got the.
I would say we were at
got
like
the cuckold
25%.
for Dan.
That's not gay. Well, okay, I
No,
guess
but we have your
Right,
attack
right.
point.
Yes.
if you're truly into
No, I understand.
a
It's
true
the thing-
cuckold is a gay person, yes, but I am not.
No.
No.
A true cuckold wants to fucking fuck the dude that fucks his wife.
That's not necessarily true.
That's almost.
I think if we got deep into the cuckold community, they'd tell
there's
you.
a accumulate. Well, they're not going to say it, but that's where.
No, I think they would. I think if you got an honest conversation with a couple cuckoldies and cuckolders.
Cuckoldies. My name's Wilbert. My name's Gilbert T. I'm a cuckoldie.
And my name's Jim, and I am a bull. By the way, everybody, here's my number. Here's my number. Here's my
Jim
number.
Redcorn. What was that guy? My name is Jim.
John
It was
Redcorn.
just a strong. Jim grew up on the wrong side of the tracks.
I'm a
He,
John Redcorn.
The
We're
white
talking
man.
about King of the Hill.
That's what it sounded like.
John Redcorn.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what it sounded like.
I didn't.
Your
I wasn't
Your
born
voice
then.
could have sounded like that.
Okay,
that's all I'll
we
say.
digress.
That
went-
John.
We always
Redcorn
digress.
Takes care and
So, just a little recap. Since Coach Matt wasn't here, he's doing the worst in our CFL pool.
Oh yeah, we did cover
He's
that.
Well,
shitting the
who
sheets
did I
because
pick?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Well, that's
Rough
why.
Riders.
Yeah, I saw just the other day. They're not doing well,
They're 0-2 so
Yeah.
far this year, but it's still early, and
and they play
many
only
games
6
before-
games. So
What?
They play 18.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
They play more than
But
the
they
NFL
only
does.
play 8 teams.
This is true. 9 teams,
9 teams.
Dan needs to lose
and the
a
top
bet.
6 go to the
So
playoffs.
they only play 8.
Yeah, it's like if you had one division in football and half of them get to go to the playoffs every year.
It's really dumb.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like a
if they have more teams, that's all they can do.
it's like a co-ed league. It's like a rec league.
We did get into this like before you showed up,
Yes.
like how you could marry the two leagues.
Yeah.
Definitely could. Well, the
So I guess-
NFL wants to. The CFL does not at the
They
moment.
totally want to.
Or
Why
is
would
it
they
the
not?
is it the other way around?
But the thing is, they're both
The
don't
NFL
want
is
to
gonna
compromise
stand there,
themselves.
You have to drop.
Right. Well, in
You
the
have
yeah,
to-
CFL
They both have
doesn't
something
want
that
to
works.
mess with the rules
Yeah,
and
they
the
both
game.
don't want to. They both don't want to break it if it's not, or fix it if it's not
Well,
broken.
if you were the
You know
NFL,
what I mean?
dude,
No, if you're the NFL, you want them to play 11-man football and be ready.
They're
and
making money for
truly
centuries.
develop. No, but if you were going to make it a developmental league and marry the 2 leagues, you're going to want them playing exactly the same
Yes.
football that you are.
I would have to.
They would do that just based on that's just common sense. If you're trying to develop players,
It almost seems like they are.
you can't develop that 12th safety and move him to the NFL.
Well, no, you can't. But the thing is that basically all that guy ends up being is just trained as like another nickel corner. There's a lot of
Yeah, kinda,
because
sorta.
they still have.
It's
okay,
very
you
different,
just-
though.
Okay, here's the thing. Well, it's different, but there's just like 2 dudes extra. So you still have like
Like, they're developing
cover
all the right
4
skills. I'm
and
not
cover
arguing that.
3s,
I'm sure
but
most
there's just
guys
a couple
transfer
of
over pretty
robbers
easy.
basically thrown in there too.
But-
You know, it's
but-
similar.
But if you marry the leagues, you're going to want them playing. the
Oh yeah,
same.
and this is what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
like, obviously it'd be a compromise. You know, where there would be. And we already went on
see,
this
at,
kind
see,
of
at
thing.
the end of
You
the
guys
day,
talk about Golden State yet?
No, not yet.
No, we
But
didn't
the
actually.
CFL, at the end of the day, the CFL is going to be the one that has to compromise because
Oh yeah.
if you're looking at it from the standpoint of the NFL business model, what reason at all does,
Which ones make
does
more
the
money here?
NFL have to be like, oh yeah, we'll concede some of our rules to help the CFL join our league? The NFL is making more money than anybody.
Oh,
they
yeah.
own the sports market, so the NFL's gonna be like, look, you want to join our brand? Cool. You better get in line with all of our rules. You better play the game we play it. Like the NFL's not going to budge because there's absolutely there's zero reason the NFL should budge on anything.
And really,
You
same
better
with the
get
CFL,
in here and
you know?
tie Roger Goodell's hands behind his back and fuck his wife right in front of him. That's how he likes it.
He's
He's
really
a
into
cuckold
it.
D.
He's a
into
cuckold
it.
D.
He's into it. I
We,
heard.
we know because we all fucked Roger Goodell's wife.
Twice.
I heard John
we
Elway
ran
worked it
a
out.
six-pack train on her.
Von Miller
My
got
dick was
$70
sore.
million guaranteed, plus he got to fuck Roger Goodell's wife 3 times.
But that was
in
just
front of
before.
Roger Goodell.
That was just for fun.
But that, yeah, and
Had nothing to do
Roger,
with the
we all
contract.
know that's how Roger, you know,
That's the only way
he's a cuckoldee.
Nice, cuckoldee, cuckolder, I don't know.
Von Miller, Bull, Oklahoma State. What school did he go to? By the way,
Von Miller doesn't sound like that.
that was the best I could do. Sorry.
Well, I think we're gonna start having to talk about.
name is Von Miller, and
We're gonna have-
a bull.
We're gonna have to, that's better.
I, sir, am a learned doctor, and I also prefer to make strip fumbles.
Yeah, Von
the
Miller
Super
didn't grow
Bowl.
up in the South, so he doesn't have that like out of bomb it and blue and teasing.
So
I don't know what that was, but that.
Well, that was a boom.
The guy from Waterboy?
Yeah.
Dang old bang, dang Mo.
Home way made.
Hey,
You like to see homos naked?
that's cool, man.
They had to buy-
Why do you know home way made?
Goddamn boy.
All right,
How
well.
I made everybody know that.
So what do we got?
So moving right along, we
We
went to
touched on the
Butt.
CFL. You guys were updating.
We touched on the CFL. Lesnar
Right.
tests positive. He might get fucked. Brady won't appeal the Superior Court decision, so he's gonna get fucked
Right.
for sure.
Well, hey, by the way, can we? I need another
Throw your 2
drink.
cents in real quick.
I need
Well,
another
the
drink.
Yeah,
Dickles
grab the
right there.
Dickies.
Well, that's Dickel's terrible.
Well, that's
We got
that,
some.
or we got some
We got some
cocaine.
lovely sugary pop. That's how I deal with it.
Give me one of them coconuts.
You want cocaine?
Give me one of them coconuts, boy. Give me.
Give me
Got some.
inch long.
I got some beer right here.
I need something to taste this Dickel rye. This is god awful whiskey. You know they were.
Put some
You
dick
want
on their
this?
mouths to wash out the
I
dick.
walked. So I was at Total Wine.
Do you want this?
Shout out to Total
You
Wine.
want Coors?
No, I'd rather have coconut. I don't need a
Have you seen those guys?
beer.
Though, what's wrong with the beer we got?
I'm not a Trump voter, so I
Budweiser?
don't need any Coors.
Dude, I bought that in Idaho because that was the only beer I recognized. And I didn't want to buy Keystone.
That's
Coors
funny.
Banquet is awful.
Do we? Oh, I bet this is a twist, isn't
It's
it?
definitely a twist.
Oh, it's coconut.
I haven't
So-
had a twist off beer in I don't know how long.
So I guess we'll go really quick. Bullet points.
I was
for
gonna say
Matt.
cheers though. We need a cheers.
Oh
though.
yeah, cheers this.
What do we cheers?
Give me some Dickles.
Cheer. Oh, that's right.
I got a beer here. Fuck it.
We
I
already
wanted
did
to-
the toast.
Well, right, but I wanted to fit just an official. Let us toast the end, the absolute end, officially, of Deflategate. Thank fucking
Until the
God,
next time they
we can
cheat.
stop talking
Until
about
the
it.
third or
But-
fourth
but
time they cheat.
I thought Tom Brady was going to fight this forever. So cheers, anyway.
Because he's fucking guilty. Cheers.
He shouldn't have fought it because that was a pretty... Dude, you
Ah, that's
cheated.
shitty beer.
You cheated.
Kokanee, you make some
like-
shitty beer.
Oh,
I mean, it's good for shitty beer, but it's shitty beer.
If you put this up against Coors Light... it's
I'll
way
drink.
better.
Yeah, I'll drink the Kokanee.
No, Tom Brady should have got an 8-game suspension. They cheated in a championship game.
They should have chopped his
He
dick off and
deserved,
thrown him in the
a
ocean.
lot
Fuck him.
more. So him sitting there...
But I'm just so glad we don't
And
have to
keep
talk
his
about it
fucking
anymore
mouth
because I don't
shut.
fucking care.
Seriously, can we just go past that?
It's deflated
Give me your
footballs.
2 cents on Lesnar testing positive, real quick. 10 seconds or less.
I'm confused.
Right now,
I'm,
go.
I'm confused by Lesnar testing positive.
Time's up. So, the
Yeah.
Muppets...
I knew it was coming. I was
Not
waiting
good
for it.
either. Oh.
But no, Lesnar testing positive. It seems to me like they probably should have not let him fight. But then UFC.
The results didn't come in until after the fight.
So they say.
That's what.
You think Dana White doesn't get that kind of information before the fight
That's what
starts?
Coach Chris was saying
So
earlier.
they're alone.
I don't think he's going to risk his
No, of course
sport
not. It's a business
to do that.
decision.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
He would,
and you
he would
already,
never. He would
you
never
already
risk
had to pull
the
John
integrity.
Jones out,
Exactly.
and
He wouldn't risk it.
that fight, Cormier and Anderson Silva, was a joke.
He would have dropped him too. You think he wouldn't drop Lesnar when he already dropped Jones out of the title fight? Fuck no. He's going to drop Lesnar just as fast, if not faster. Okay,
No.
so moving right along.
He wouldn't. He
told-
wouldn't drop
he,
Lesnar.
He would.
That's why he didn't. Because he would have lost all his money.
he did.
UFC... UFC
He would have lost his money anyway.
What do you mean, Dana White?
Okay.
You think if he finds out right before
What you're saying? Okay,
the fight is on,
Here.
the night is here, he can't find a fucking replacement.
Listen to me. If he found out, okay, he found out well before the fight, at least a day or two in advance, because the test itself was done 12 days before.
June
and then,
28th.
And then he received the results 5
Oh,
days after.
the fight was
July
July
9th.
9th.
Okay,
When
so-
did you receive the results?
June,
5 days-
The
5 days
test
after the
was
fight,
June
today.
28th.
Oh, 5 days after the fight?
Today.
Well, then, okay, I'll buy that.
So dig this. You think he... Okay,
But I'm still-
What you're,
I don't know.
what you're saying is that he's willing to risk the long-term integrity of his sport, which... So far, his track record has shown that he is willing to drop the hammer on
With
anybody
something- but
for
with- but
anything
with
that
something
where he
that they
compromises
absolutely-
his sport.
But with something they absolutely couldn't prove?
They
You know he's a
they could have
business.
test results.
You know he's a business, but they couldn't prove when Dana White knew about the test results.
Well, that's the thing is you could.
Who?
There's
How?
there's the,
Most likely those
there's,
people would
There's
keep their-
always a paper trail. There's always somebody who can blow the whistle.
But
There's
you're
also
talking like
There's also a $200 million...
things don't get covered up.
I'm just saying, as if I had to bet, I'm gonna say this man, okay, who has done nothing really but other than tout the integrity of the sport. Okay, that this is.
Are you aware of what people were talking about before this fight? Like, are you aware of how angry the MMA community was already?
There's rumblings. I just don't see it happening, dude. I don't see Dana White risking the longevity of the sport.
He would. I'll tell you what would have risked the longevity of the sport. If
he's gonna lose money on one
for
card.
UFC 200, you drop your main event in McGregor and Diaz.
You don't think this is more
drop
damaging?
that, then you drop John Jones because he tested positive for whatever. We still aren't technically sure yet.
So what you're saying
and
is,
then he finds out about Brock Lesnar and he goes, "Okay, I either drop Brock Lesnar now,
which they're probably gonna do."
Well, yeah, now. I'm talking about before that fight.
And he's probably going to forfeit the purse for the fight.
That's fine. Of course. I'm not saying Dana White won't enforce rules. I'm saying at that time, the intelligent business decision is simple. It's, I'm going to let this fight happen.
Oh, I'm not saying
when it's over,
if he has any opportunity to say like la 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 and has that insulation.
That's all I'm saying.
To where he
I
can
know
protect
he
himself.
did that.
I'm saying if it came down to he had to make a decision to protect this card or protect his sport, he's going to protect the sport. That's all I'm saying.
But at that
he's
time,
in a way on the side.
This card had done so much to shit.
It's one card.
No, it wasn't one.
This
card.
was-
You
no,
know,
this-
it was the biggest.
this was
It was the
the
most watched
card.
UFC fight.
This was the
It was
card.
UFC 200. This was supposed to be historic. This was supposed to be the best fight in
was
all the
almost as big-
fighting you've been ever fighting watching.
Almost as big as Bud State episode 20.
Almost. This close.
You realize it went from the biggest card. Like, you remember when
It went from the
nothing.
biggest card to another, that's what I'm saying.
If
He
you
was
take
not
Lesnar-
gonna dare risk all those viewers and all
But
that money
here's the thing.
and all those pay-per-view sales on dropping Lesnar. Lesnar was the only thing keeping people buying.
But
that
when
fight.
you lose the legitimacy of your sport, then all the rest of your cards.
But he's
are
not.
lost.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's.
If
he's
it comes
not
out, then
losing.
if he
Dan.
comes out, that's what he's risking.
Okay,
Dan,
real
he's not
quick.
risking that though.
There's
He's a
a
smart
real-
guy. He's a fucking billionaire. He knows he's not going to get caught for that.
There's a real
Yeah, even if he does, he could probably
there's
buy
a
his way
reasonable
out.
explanation to believe that they had this knowledge. And
Oh, I
how
smell
many
the
people
joke.
are talking? No, I'm saying how
Oh.
many people are talking about the legitimacy of the sport right
We're
now?
talking about fucking sports here,
Nobody
though.
is.
I'm just saying you're talking about owners.
We're talking about doping. You
and
always talk about
sports.
legitimacy.
You know, there's people that hear shit and go, "Yeah, I didn't hear that today. I'm going to hear that next week."
Oh yeah.
Okay, in baseball,
That happens all the fucking
in
time
baseball,
in sports.
in baseball,
But then an
you
email gets
have-
out, or
No.
a fucking
Dude.
whistleblower.
Think about NFL owners and the commissioner. You telling me all those guys in general wouldn't, and you know,
But they're
say,
protecting
fuck,
their money.
wouldn't.
They're protecting their investment.
Right, which is exactly what Dana White was doing.
Okay, but I'm saying like Dana White's going to say that, but what if? Who's to say that someone else in the organization that's maybe not so happy with how they've been treated doesn't just leak these
You
documents
think
that
there's
says
that many people that work for UFC that want UFC to fail?
There was a $400 million
I don't know want to
purse
fail, but just someone
from that fight. There's a lot
There's
of hush.
money,
There's a lot
man.
of hush money.
There's a,
Yeah,
Dana White
dude,
has
there
a
was
ton of hush
lot-
money.
Yeah, there
That's
was
all
a
I'm saying.
lot of money in that fight happening.
I'm not saying that you're
You
completely
realize you
without
pull
credence.
Lesnar. You pull Lesnar. UFC 200 goes from the greatest card ever to.
Hey, you want to see Misha
And
Tate?
this is gonna sound horrible. Yeah, I don't want to
Get
bash
beat.
the women's fight, but it would have
Right.
been the headline would have been Tate Nunez.
Well, it was still the main
Still
event.
was.
But after two different fights got dropped.
Like think about what UFC originally started as. UFC 200 started as.
Right. That's my point.
That was the third best fight in that card.
And
at least.
I have talked to a number of other big time fight fans that watch all the fights. This was a big deal to all of
It
them.
was huge.
And then when they
People that
found
maybe didn't
out the
watch the
same
fights
things
were gonna
we all
watch it.
found out, they were furious.
Well, right, but
and that went all over the internet. Dana White wasn't unaware that people were
I'm not
pissed.
saying that, and I'm not saying you're wrong in that a businessman
I'm saying
wouldn't
you're
do
an
that.
asshole.
No, you fucked it up. You fucked it up.
Let's move on.
You fucked it up! You
I think we
fucked it
covered
up!
this. I think we both
So-
know where we stand.
We
UFC,
covered it in the first hour.
NFL,
and now we covered it in the second hour.
MLB.
Well, so you know.
We're gonna be doing Mariners shots or drinks next week. Mariners
So if they're above
beers.
500 next week, we're drinking. Actually, you know what? From now on, I think we should make an effort to have Murphy's.
Murphy
on
should
the
be our
show.
official beer,
Murphy should be the official beer.
It is.
I think
No,
it's
let's
our-
just,
our
why
official
don't we?
beer.
Why don't we just claim it?
and then we
Right
punish
now, why we
ourselves.
don't have any?
And it doesn't have to
That's
be
okay.
Keystone. How about that? It doesn't have to be Keystone drink, but it has to be something that we don't like,
Okay, well, Keystone.
other than Murphy's. If we're below 500, then we're in the dog.
Yeah, it's got to be something we actually don't
Right.
like.
Yes.
It can't just be anything.
OE.
It's
It's got to be something bad.
Oh no. OE.
I would enjoy just a little.
If we
bit
get
No, you
like
wouldn't.
10
When
games
was the
below
last time
fi-
you tried OE?
when I was like 19. I haven't drank OE
I'm
since I was
asking
old enough
Max.
to
He
drink.
said he would enjoy a little bit.
24.
Ooh, 24
6 years
days
ago?
ago is what you meant to say.
24 years old, which would be
24 years ago.
I know, it was a joke.
24 years ago, and it was 7.
My father used to give me gummers of OE upon me lips. Rub them upon.
Dude, OE's not good.
No, it's not. It's
I
cheap.
tried one about a
But there's something
a year
nostalgic
ago.
about it for me.
Yeah, it tastes like vomit.
Only if you get the
Before it
40
comes
duct tape to your hand.
I'm telling you, I can.
We should do it every 40 hands episode. If we ever get
No.
below 10 games, below 500, we're doing every 40 hands
Episode
episode.
50.
No, wait,
if we
wait.
make it to episode
2
50,
hands. I'm not doing 2 hands.
Episode 40.
50.
Episode 40.
Not,
40
not
hands to
doing
40.
2 hands. I'll do
One
one
hand.
hand.
One hand.
Edward
I gotta
40
type
One
it in.
hand.
hand, not a fucking problem.
No, yeah, we'll do one hand.
Edward 40 hand.
Yeah, Edward 40 hand. Well, we have 3 hands.
So it is hands.
3 amigos. So,
Did we talk about this once before?
what, handies?
I'm deja vuing bad.
Edward 40 hands? No.
Single hand. Edward 40 hand.
So, I have, for the first time in a long time, a nominee for the Butt State Hall of
We
Fame.
gotta get back on that.
I want to play a song for you
We gotta get
folks.
that back on track.
An
Let's do
inspirational
it.
tune.
I think that's what's happening right
If it's
now.
Bon Jovi, you're
And
getting punched in the throat.
I want to call this right now.
And
It's
the
not
dead.
Bon Jovi because he wouldn't get voted.
Simultaneously.
I'm not only saying it's not Bon Jovi.
You go through it.
I'm saying this is going to be our first unanimous vote in a long time. Well, actually, we're almost all be unanimous, but I'm going to call him right now. It's unanimous vote.
Chuck Barkley.
You guys are going to. It's almost as good, but he's too good for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Is it Barles?
He's too noted.
Barles Charkley?
Barles Charkley.
All right. Who is it?
So there's a man who claims,
There's a man.
who, given the right circumstances, if one play would have gone a little different in this man's high school state championship, that he claims that no one would be talking about Michael Jordan, no one would be talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They would be talking about Dexter Water Johnson.
Dexter Water.
If this had happened,
Dexter, Water is his nickname.
Hold on. He says we wouldn't talk about the other two.
We wouldn't be
people?
talking about this man. Dexter Water Johnson is the man who we would be talking about. And you know why they call him Dexter Water Johnson? I'm gonna let him tell you.
Did he play in the NBA?
No, not only did he never play in the NBA, he never even committed to a college. What happened, he had, according to the record, there was a bit of
His record?
a miscue. On his website, you go to waterjohnson.com, folks.
On his website.
Yeah, dude.
I bet
You go to Water Johnson.
He sets the story straight on there.
On
Well,
my website, I rushed for 3,000 yards.
he said
in 1 year.
he missed an inbound pass, went out of bounds when they were down by a few points, and that ended up costing them the game because he was the guy that was their perimeter shooter. So let's hear Dexter Water Johnson.
That's me. That's Water Johnson. Baddest motherfucker that ever came around. This here was 1973. Boy, I was about to dunk on that one. And you see right there? That's my nut. That's my motherfucking nut. Damn balls hanging out all out of my shorts. Goddamn balls, boy, I tell you. If you had big balls back in the day, you could not wear shorts like that. You know what you needed back in the day? Small balls. Yes, my nut. That's a motherfucking nut. Hey, look at that nut. That's a pretty nut. But look here, I got something else I want to show you. Now, that's a handsome motherfucker there.
Oh, there my
Them
balls
goddamn
again.
shorts and that fucked up ass buckle. I mean, that's fucked up. T, you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, woo, that buckle was a bitch. That motherfucker, boy, look at you die for a ball, dig right in. Oh, that motherfucker treacherous. Oh shit.
Just keep waiting. It's
Look at that.
way better.
1972 state championship. Put down 30 that night. We had goddamn 10 seconds left. We was 1 point down. He threw the ball. That motherfucker went right through my hands. I said, God damn it! Fucking sweaty ass hand. Can you imagine what would have happened if I goddamn hit that? Oh, fuck. T, what's the name of them goddamn shorts that Junior be wearing? You know, they got the towels on the side.
Oh man, those are point three.
Point three. God damn it, if I'd been wearing them motherfuckers back then, oh shit, point three, then those some basketball geniuses there. Them motherfucking there. If I'd been wearing them back in the day, if I was wearing them back in the day, you couldn't tell me a motherfucking thing. I would have been the front runner. They wouldn't be talking about no damn Jordan. They wouldn't be talking about no damn Jabbar. They'd be talking about me. They be talking about me, Dexter Water Johnson. And they call me Water because the goddamn jumper is so wet. Fuck you. Fuck you.
He said your hands is wet too.
Fuck you. Goddamn chest pass.
You can't even throw a chest
Dexter
pass.
Water Johnson.
So,
I believe for no.
Vote him in. Vote him in.
He's in.
Vote him in.
I knew it.
Let's
But
get him in.
I believe for 0 seconds that one jumper would have made it better than Jordan.
No, no.
Yeah, one high school state
But
championship
for
jumper.
for that 2-minute self promo, he's
Yeah,
in.
he's in.
That was
For the Best Hall of Fame, sure.
Yeah, that was one of the best promos I've ever seen for someone just promoting themselves as
Well-
the best player of all time.
Do we have the board? We don't have the board, do we?
It's behind you, but it's kind of fun.
We'll add him to the board. Dexter Water Johnson will be on next week. And just for reference for you fine folks, I don't know if Coach Mack can get. There's a huge spider on the back of this.
Oh!
And it's
Where?
fucking crawling all
It
over.
looks like some sort of demon.
Some sort of a widow. Perhaps.
It does actually look like a black widow, man. Should have killed that thing.
It's probably not a Black Widow.
It's just hanging out in your house now.
Why do you want to kill a Black
The Bud State Hall of Fame, you can see it gets such regular use that a spider has made it its home on
An
its back.
actual poisonous spider?
I don't think it's a Black Widow.
Probably not.
It's the wrong
But it
side
could.
of the state.
No, that's not true. We get them here because they travel.
Rarely, yes. They travel, you know. There's some
No.
birds.
Like they get in lumber
Snowbirds.
and
Half
fucking.
widows will travel.
Yes. All right. Fuck it.
Thank you.
I don't know. So we're getting into debate.
That was
Have
good.
either one of you guys ever watched that show?
Have gun will travel.
Have gun will travel.
Have gun will travel. Like once when I was a kid, and I was like, "This just looks like a shittier
You know, I
Bonanza.
seriously will watch that show.
Why wouldn't you? You love all westerns.
Yeah.
If what's one thing I know about Coach Matt is he loves a good western. So that's three votes. 3 out of 3
He's
down.
in. He's in for that promo.
And
He's
Dexter,
not in for saying that he would have been Jordan.
I couldn't find any actual footage of the man playing. All
No.
you hear is Dexter's side of the story.
To me, he's in for him talking about his balls hanging out of his shorts.
Now, have you seen this guy? I forget his name. I probably can find him. There's this guy. He used to be a pro boxer, and then he got into a street fight. Someone hit him with a pipe, and it collapsed his orbital. So now he's got a floater in his eye, right? So
Right.
now he just teaches in a boxing gym, but it's in New York next to Wall Street. So it's all these fucking
Yes.
shitty dudes that come
I've
in.
heard
They're
about
just
this guy.
lame fucking brokers, and he just fucking destroys them every day. He comes, they come in, and they're paying to work in this gym, and he's
Yep.
like, "Look at this motherfucker's uppercut." Just making fun of these guys.
I need one of those.
Yeah, a little glass.
You're drinking off the bottle.
Oh, all right.
Well, I mean, you're closer to the bar, so
We can do a boobloosh.
Dan, no.
Come on, just cup right there to my boobs.
Well, you don't want to drink some Dickel out of some hairy chest?
It'll have a nice smoky flavor after it
You
gets
just
off
walk
my...
up and you just bang, bang,
Oh, he's looking at
dangity,
that.
dangity, dang.
Dang it, the dang it, the dang.
Thank you.
This makes the show so much better having these little fucking sound bites. And you know, it's
Oh,
good.
this is gonna be bad.
The fucking trifecta's here. The Triforce is in full effect.
Yeah.
We've got a new Butt State Hall of Fame member. Let's move on into Coach Chris, because he has something for us this week.
What's his first name?
Coach Chris? Oh, our guy? Dexter.
Yeah. Dexter.
Water.
Dexter Water. Well, I
Just call him Water.
I'll remember Water Johnson.
Water Johnson. You know why? Because the jumper is fucking
The
wet.
jumper was so wet.
And so is your hands. Fuck you! You can't even throw a chest pass! That's just fucking great, dude. I about spit my drink all over the computer when I saw that.
That was the best self promo I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I know.
That was great.
Where's fucking Barasso's, Tom
I
Barasso's
just
fucking
realized
self promo?
I drank my beer right down to the same as this one here.
They're both yours, and that one is too.
How could they both be mine?
What?
This first one was Coach Chris's, one of them.
No, I brought mine over.
Oh, well, then they're
I
both
think
yours.
You've been nursing.
No,
I've been
I've
nursing the
only
same one.
opened one.
Well, then,
You-
your ghost from earlier.
I've gone will travel.
No, I just. Have you been like ashen in one of these or anything?
No, I've been asking him here.
What are you doing?
He knows the whole fucking theme
Why are
song.
you doing it?
You asked me if you've seen one episode, and he didn't answer, and now he's gonna sing the whole fucking song.
Yeah,
You've seen it
I
thousands
am.
of
No,
times.
because Stand By Me is one of my favorite movies, and they sung that song when they were walking the tracks to find the dead body.
Do you want to see a dead body?
Have gone.
We'll
Travel.
travel.
Is the heart of a man.
Okay.
A night with
Well,
a lover
show's gone
is
downhill.
sad.
And a good day to you, sir. You know, I was wondering why I was feeling so good and positive about the show earlier in the night. It's because
You there, boy.
this
Matt
Matt wasn't here to disparage me.
That's right.
Actually, the whole time we said you were here, but you've gone into a translucent state.
Yeah, we're making powder
You've
jokes.
gotten so white.
What you can see
We
is
just can't see you anymore.
all you can see is a pair of eyebrows floating in front of the 12th man flag.
That'd be the first thing you couldn't see.
No, it'd be the only thing you would see. It'd be just
Our
like
boys are intensely
All right, so
white.
you would
know-
smile in the darkness. We see eyebrows and teeth. Is all
It's
we
It's
would
kind
see.
of fucked up. Like, I don't really know why my eyebrows are white.
It's got to be some sort of defense. It's like I think it's the
defense.
The ginger defense mechanism.
Yeah, it's like it's evolved like a fucking Galapagos turtle.
It's
like,
supposed to terrify
just like
people
how Brock Heward puts
from a
eye black
distance.
on. I think it's like supposed to reflect or not absorb the sunlight, but to reflect it so that you can like absorb more heat in a northern environment or something like that to protect you when you're running on the glaciers, mushing your fucking Malamutes.
Only because you
Fucking about to go
said,
pillage an Irish village with you and your Viking brethren.
did anybody listen to 710 this morning?
No.
Depending on what time you're talking about, yes, I did. I was listening to a little bit of Brock and Salk, I guess.
I like Salk.
Yeah.
But this morning,
But what?
Salk was
You were gonna
out.
say something about because it was just
It
Brock.
was Brock and G. Oh, I'm a bigger fan.
It was kind of
It was
pre-recorded
like G.
too, wasn't it? 'Cause
Yeah,
they-
everybody loves G Scott.
Well, it was
Shout out
Brock
to G Scott.
and G Scott.
Brock's okay.
Brock, you really don't like Brock?
I don't dislike Brock, but
No. I'm saying the Brock and G show this morning.
Yes.
I was a big fan. And I'm saying I
Oh,
love
them
Salk.
together.
I like
Right,
Salk.
I
but
hear
you,
what
but
you're
you like the Brock and G show. Why
think
not
I
do
would
Brock,
like them-
Salk, and G?
They could.
That'd be the trifecta. They would go.
But they
national
just
with that
gave.
show.
But they just gave G Scott his own. He's on at 7
Well,
o'clock.
because
now.
they
God,
bumped
it's so
him.
late.
They
He's
bumped
got
him
the
off
late-
of the fucking
the
Justin
later
G
show.
show, and now
It's hard
No, they
to
didn't bump him off. They got rid of the Justin.
What's
G
I'm saying?
show.
They got rid of Justin, though,
and,
right?
and they put on Everybody Quiet, John Clayton.
Yes, exactly. Well, give the professor
Am I the
some
one
room.
guy? I love John Clayton, but I don't like John Clayton in a 2-hour time slot.
Him talking
What?
too long.
Why?
Because I
There's
don't
a lot
like
of
him for
knows.
2 hours.
I love it.
He's got a lot of idiosyncrasies when he talks that
No,
are very
especially now that he's-
it's like it's like blah, blah, blah. And then it's
He
like
does it. All he says is
you know,
and it's like he says
it's
and
like-
it's like all the time.
it's like
but
this.
he's right.
He is.
So listen to what he
he's a
says
professor.
after and
Dude,
it's
the
like-
guy lives in our neighborhood. I love
Yeah,
John
I know.
Clayton.
I understand that. I'm
Just
just
2 hours of the guy.
I don't like 2 hours of John.
He probably hate 2 hours of us.
No, I used to listen to his
A
weekend.
lot of people hate 2 hours of us.
We hate 2 hours of us. This guy here especially.
I do hate.
All
right.
So moving right along, we got Coach Chris's.
No, really, though, John Clayton's solid.
Coach Chris has a bit that I
I'm
want.
not leaving this alone.
I went back every week. Well, let's tell the story about when we saw him down at the old local.
No,
drinking
we're
hole.
gonna let it
Told that
go.
story
Told it.
4 times.
What about the time when you
Want to hear
showed
the
your-
news story?
when you showed your dick to him behind the local drinking hole?
He was unimpressed. So anyway,
Well, we all know Matt's a grown on a shower.
Well, he saw Shaq's dick, so he was like,
Well, yeah.
why are we? Where are we?
Shaq's dick's like a fucking summer sausage.
How have we gotten?
Hickory
Oh,
Farms.
actually, because before you got here, we were talking about how funny it would be if, like, Shaq only had, like, a 4-inch hard dick.
Yeah, he's 7'8", but he's got the smallest dick in all of fucking mandom.
Rock hard.
We know that's not true. I've seen too many times where he dunked on someone and then everything that was inside his basketball shorts was like fucking blasting someone's face. And he was like, ah! And that's also why I love Dexter Water Johnson, because the only picture of 3 he had was one of them had his ball coming out of his shorts before he went to dunk on
That's a
someone.
nice fucking ball.
I put my ball all over his face and shit.
That's a pretty nut.
It was glistening. I mean, I gotta be real. It was probably
Okay. All right.
It was rubbing against those short shorts too much. It was
So-
ripping the hair off.
I started the show by saying maybe we should lay off the gay jokes.
Let's
for
talk
a
about a
while.
man's nuts 10 minutes later.
Oh, we haven't done anything but
Well, this isn't gay.
Butt nuts.
Dexter Water Johnson was selling this at the end
Dexter
of the day.
Water
Ain't
Johnson,
nothing gay about Dexter Water Johnson.
except for Water Johnson.
It's only because the fucking jumper was so wet, like that pussy. If he would have been better than Kareem and fucking Jordan.
He didn't sound like that. I don't like Dan's black people voices.
That was me talking about someone else. Yeah, every time I do a voice that's in any way. You
fucked it up!
I don't care.
You fucked it up!
I did fuck it up. I'm sorry.
No, I just think you're too far off. So it's kind of like saying that you know,
Except for
the,
your Dexter.
the one dude said he looked like DMX.
My Dexter?
Except for your Danny Glover. That's spot on.
I'm getting too open this shit.
I'm so
I just watched Lethal Weapon the other night too, so it's fresh in my
Did
brain.
you say you watched Lethal Glover?
Lethal Weapon.
I'm pretty sure you
Lethal
said
Glover's a
Lethal
better
Glover.
movie.
I'll take it.
I think
I'm pretty
you-
sure I didn't, but I'll take it.
100%
No,
positive.
I'm pretty
I
positive.
saw Lethal. Matt, I'll give it to you. Lethal Glover or Lethal Weapon?
I'm saying you said Lethal Glover because I want you to have said.
I want me.
Did
I
we?
want you
Did
to
we
want
not? Did we
me.
get any?
We didn't get any new liquor.
Oh, so it's very quiet.
Oh, we
Unless
do
you
have
turn
booze
it up.
news.
That was smart of you.
We have a booze
To
game.
take the power out of my hands.
We have a booze game.
Beforehand.
We had a booze game? Maybe we should play one of the games or do one of the bits. Let's do it.
That's why we're getting there.
Here we are.
We're
No,
getting
we're
there.
here.
Do you want to play the booze game or you want to play the 10 words?
Let's do 10 words
do them
first.
both.
10 words. All right, here we go. Remember, we'll try to cut down because Coach Matt didn't really understand the premise of
I
this episode?
understood.
One
There
word
was
answers,
one
right?
time I did a phrase. Just calm
You
down.
did it like 3 or 4
Coach
times.
Matt's
False.
not very strong when it comes to the English language.
All right, here we go. 10 words.
Spoken
Each
or
one,
written.
you get a one-word answer. Your response to these
Uno.
stories out of
Ichiban.
out of sports. The American League wins All-Star Game 4-2.
Weak.
Full week.
I was gonna say
Weak.
fucking weak, but I almost made your sin of saying 2 words.
Sweet.
Sweet. All right. John Carlos Stanton wins home run derby with record-setting 61 home run performance.
What'd you say, John Carlton State?
John Carlos Stanton.
That sounds like John Carlson State.
We play them twice next year.
John Carlos Stanton wins the home run derby. He hit 61 home runs during the contest, which is a record.
So,
PEDs.
BP is what I should say.
Federal
You
appeals.
get acronyms.
Federal.
That's 3 words. That's an acronym, sir. I'm fucking calling shit on that one.
Federal Apples Court rejects Tom Brady's latest attempt to overturn suspension.
Federal Apples Court?
Yeah, I
What'd you
said
say?
it on purpose. Appeals Court.
The purpose of this is to give one-word answers, Dan.
He keeps saying weird shit.
I know.
I can't answer
He
questions.
did
out of-
say federal apples.
He
I-
did. Come
okay.
on.
I was going
The
to say
last one
apples.
was being difficult.
That was
but
going to
this
be my
one's
one
fucking
word.
ridiculous.
Federal Appeals Court rejects Tom Brady's latest attempt to overturn suspension.
Dickless.
Butson.
We both had good words there. I like that.
Was Brady's,
Butson. I used to
was
play them in high
Brady's
school.
4-game punishment harsh enough? Yes or no?
No.
No.
Pete Rosen. Fuck him.
Von Miller inks deal for 6 years, $114.5 million with $70 million guaranteed.
Money.
Tad down.
Exactly. Yeah.
Kevin Durant joins the Warriors.
Warriors.
Poop.
Dwayne Wade goes to Chicago.
Dynasty.
Hansel.
Dynasty? You're fucking high.
Oh, he's wanted to play for the Bulls since he was a baby. Who hasn't?
Hansel.
Hansel, and who's Gretel?
I wrote
story.
this before
This is
we
what comes
find out.
before Cool story,
Cool
Hansel.
story,
I
Hansel.
really thought one of you guys was going to pick that up.
What's
for
that
me.
from?
Zoolander, I think originally,
yeah,
but
cool
then
story, Hansel.
Cool story,
I
Hansel.
forgot where it even came from.
Zoolander.
And then, but
Thank you.
growing up, everybody said it.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
moving on.
You know, I was a little older than you guys. I'm
Brock
sorry.
Lesnar
No, I didn't think
returned.
Zoolander was that cool. That was what I was trying to.
I thought it was funny. He was choosing a
You
free
go back
guest
and
wing
watch
for
it
accident.
now.
It's okay. Yeah, it's not bad.
Give it some time
It's
to
funny.
marinate. Yeah. Brock Lesnar returns to UFC with a victory over Hunt.
Busted.
Toasters.
Yeah, toaster hands.
Amanda Nunes defeats Miesha Tate.
Toasters.
Don't care about the rules. Hits like a dude, a grown ass man.
Those 9
She hit her so fucking hard.
Just broke the rules. That's okay.
Rules are meant to be broken.
And
He's like
last
a
but
wild
not
stallion.
least,
Here at
we're going to
Butt
go
State.
outside of the sports realm. Donald Trump names Indiana Governor Mike Pence as vice president.
Ferret wig. It's a compound word. It's a compound word.
Ferret wig?
That's all I can think of. Fuck Trump. Fuck his dumb fucking schmutty governor. That fucking.
Sodomy.
There we go. Thank you. Which is what they both will be engaging
That,
in.
friends, is 10 words.
10 words with
Maybe
Butt State.
someday we'll actually stay within the rules.
Listen, we were
But
close.
until then,
We were close.
We were closer this week than we were last
And
week.
you know what? What Dan said, that one I'm always thinking about shit. And I'm like, is that a compound word or is that 2 words?
No, it's
That's
nine
the
words.
hard part.
Matt, I told you, Matt struggles when it comes to the English language.
This is true.
But he does not when it comes to kicking you in the throat. So just keep that in mind.
Actually, that's a tough.
I don't think Matt can get
If
it.
you
I'm
are-
not kicking anybody in the throat.
if you're
ever.
4'7".
if you're 4 foot passable,
Yeah, if you're 4 foot-
then I still owe you money.
4 foot
Anyway,
trainable.
Trainable.
that's a whole
I
different
do
story.
have
The wise choice, my friend.
If we have some other stuff to go over, we can wait for that.
Well, we got a few minutes here. Let's marinate.
I
had a little story to tell you guys. I don't know if I've told
Let's
you
tell
this
the story.
period or on the show.
Story time. Is there a story
it's-
music?
it's
Do we have a
completely related.
story?
Well, let's put on the.
Just as something that says a story's coming.
Nothing here says that.
How about a solid? No. Talking. There we go.
What's Toast Song?
I'll put on the booze news music because
drinkable
it's kind of
beers.
nice orchestra music.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a nice little. It's a classy story. Whoa, easy there. So, a long time ago, before, and this is a completely unrelated story. I don't know why I even talked about this today. I was talking with
Go ahead.
my girl Regina, and somehow got on this topic, and I decided to write this down when I was doing my notes. So a long time ago, before my mom ever met my dad, she already had a kid with another guy, and I think he was like 6 or 7 at the time, and she was, doing the young mom. She had when she was 16.
Okay.
So she was like in her
Right.
mid-20s when this happened. So
Right.
she's not like an old lady. So she's going out hitting, the clubs and stuff, and there was a bit of a comedy scene going on in the whole country, basically late 70s going into the 80s.
Yeah.
And you saw a lot of guys that were going to be famous doing a national circuit tour, which you don't. I mean, you kind of still see it, but you didn't
Right.
really know who
Not
you're going
like
to
you
see.
used to.
Well, that you just don't know who you're going to see when they come through. Sometimes you'll see a guy
Right.
that gets big, but in any case, so she goes and she sees a show, and I think it was Kirkland, and there's this guy doing this fucking like a half prop act, almost like a Carrot Top kind of thing going on.
Okay.
And she ends up talking to this fella at the bar. He's a man.
He's a man.
I
He's a man.
No,
he's 40.
I don't know.
Sorry.
He drives a Dodge Stratus. I wouldn't even really say he's a man's man,
too
or even a fella for that matter.
Is he Alabama man?
No, farthest thing from it. Well, he portrayed one once, I should say.
He drinks his beer and beats
So
his
long
guy.
story short, this man
me.
this man was David Spade of SNL and Joe Dirt fame.
Oh shit!
And this man said, Mrs. Dan's mom, before you're Dan's mom, I want to take you out on a nice date.
What? I want to take you out
Mm-hmm.
for a nice chicken dinner
They sure drink
and
at the
never
club.
call her again.
That's the opposite thing, though, because David Spade was
Spade
so sprung. Because here's how deep this man
Well, first
wanted
of all,
it.
I've heard. I don't want to insult your mom.
She had it going on in her
Not
day.
that it wouldn't be funny to sit here and make fun of a man's mom, but
Oh, by all means, drop it.
I wouldn't. No.
She wanted to
But
watch
no,
this.
David Spade has a reputation of just being a horny bastard.
Well, yes.
Like,
What stand-up comic on the road
No, like
isn't?
he's not. This is just from what I've heard through, you know what I mean, stupid stories from comedians and shows talking about behind the scenes. But apparently, he is not great with ladies.
Well, yeah.
Apparently, he's kind of rude and repulsive.
When you and the other groupies were putting your makeup on and sharing cigarettes in the back, you were telling stories like, David Spade's got a tiny dick. It's smaller than Shaq's.
Matter of fact, you know what? His character, that takes it back. What was that show? News Radio? Is that what David Spade was?
yeah.
Yeah,
doesn't play
he was the
himself.
assistant, and he was super horny, and apparently had a huge dick. But chicks didn't like him because he was such a dickhead. He would always just say nasty shit, like chase him around, and be like, "Want to see my dick?"
Why you gotta say nasty shit, Ray?
Because I'm a nasty motherfucker.
But he was like... Thank
So
you,
he-
Coach
so
Beck.
he- so he
He
took
was...
your
I
mom
really
out-
wanted one more drink
He
of that.
wanted to. And
He took your mom out to Sizzler and then to Doofers.
Yeah.
For a nice dinner and a drink.
Nice chicken.
He
dinner.
wanted to, and she was like, well, I got a kid, and he's, substantial age. And he's like, no, it's all right. Let's bring the kid out. Let's go to the zoo.
So why is your dad not David Spade? How does the story end?
Because David Spade's David Spade. And even he couldn't fucking
Swimmers
score
don't swim.
a single mom in fucking 1981 or
So
whatever
what
the
you're
fuck
saying
it was.
is he had a little bit of fame. Well,
He was
But what you're also saying is your mom went out with David Spade.
almost did.
she turned down.
Oh, she didn't. She turned it down.
No,
Your
she
mom
said no to
rejected-
David Spade.
So she turned him down.
She said
But he wasn't
no.
David Spade yet.
No, he was just.
You fucked it up!
Your dad-
She was just
imagine,
short.
though?
She was just short, blonde guy. Yeah, you wouldn't be funny.
I wouldn't be anything. I'd be a little wiener.
No, but I mean,
this show would probably be more famous if we had David Spade. So
We'd have definitely better funding.
dude,
We'd have better equipment.
but Dan's actually funny. David Spade's not that. Well, he's funny with Chris Farley.
He's got his moments. Hey, and David Spade wants to come on the show and
David
talk about
Spade
the
wasn't
story.
bad.
He was pretty. He was funny.
My mom could
Dude,
just
Joe,
be telling me the story.
I personally, I love Joe Dirt. I think Joe Dirt's a
great
funny
movie.
movie, dude. Joe Dirt's fucking funny.
Def Leppard sucks, and he fucking burns
It's-
out gravel in his face.
It's kind of funny.
It's
That's fucking great, dude. You're gonna look me in my eye, owning a fireworks stand, and tell me to my face that you ain't got no whistling bungholes, you ain't got no Husker do's, Husker don'ts,
I only know that because of you guys.
whistling Charlies. Like half of them were like sexual things. They weren't even like fireworks. Like you ain't taking no dirty sandwiches.
outside of the movies he did with Chris Farley. That was like the only movie that he did on his own that I thought was good.
It was the only movie he did in his own period.
Yeah.
did he
What
do?
else did David Spade ever do?
The David Spade Chronicles.
I'm sure there's a video of him jerking off out there somewhere.
He tried to release it during the fappening to get some heat. And
Does
The
he
internet
not?
destroyed it. Like nobody wants to see it.
I like Joe. Joe Dirt's funny to me.
That's a fucking great movie.
I don't know great.
Peace.
Oh, it's fucking
It's
great,
funny.
dude. Kid
It's
Rock.
Great. Hold on. This is what I've realized with Dan, though. You have to do this. Dan, great like what?
Great, like it's funny,
Like
but it's
Lebowski?
No,
Great?
like compare it.
no.
No, so no
Here's-
one's about. So it's
yeah,
not great.
I guess I gotta use better
That's what you have to do with
adjectives.
Dan. You got to get him to compare.
It's
it to
awesome. Is it just like a ghost
It's-
picking
you
up a
know what it
mountain?
is?
Because that's what you're gonna say when a ghost picks up a mountain. It's the
you-
exact same thing as Joe Dirt. You fucking stupid,
Did you say when a
non-descriptive
ghost picks up a mountain?
Yeah, I don't know
sorry,
what you're
it's
talking about.
Louis C.K. bit. Sorry, he was talking about people talking about hilarious.
Thanks for enlightening us.
You guys ever seen Hilarious? Where he talks about this exact same thing where people always say, "Oh, it's hilarious" when they say something's funny.
Yeah, I've seen.
And he's
Louis
like,
CK
really?
talk
Was it
about
hilarious?
this.
Because
Yeah.
hilarious means you laugh to the point of madness.
Right.
You laugh till you went insane. Hilarity.
Yeah,
like
but-
it's a medical condition almost at that point.
But that's like, I mean, in real life, you'd be
You
like,
chuckled and now it's
you'd be like,
hilarious.
hey, Lewis, people have been using the word for a long time. It's kind of come down in its
That's
intensity.
what I mean. It just use better words.
Right.
Still better things.
Anyway.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay. So moving along. Dave Spade almost was my dad.
Almost
Chris.
was my dad.
Coach Chris. Moving right along. I know
like
you
this.
got a special bit for us, and now we can actually do it because Coach Matt's here.
I'm excited.
I'm
So,
excited too because I was
Listen,
downtrodden.
Butt State, you don't ever worry your pretty little heads.
We have no
Coach
more,
Matt will always show up,
We have no more.
even if it's at halftime.
Yeah, no,
with a
that's
flaccid
fine.
dick.
That's what we told
Coming
him.
in like the water boy.
Hey,
Coming in like Dexter Water Johnson.
Dexter Water Johnson.
We haven't done a two-man show. When me and Dan talked, like, you know what? There's a chance you might show up. So let's just go on. Let's
There's a
do the damn
chance.
thing.
There's a
I'm
chance.
glad you guys did the show. When I started to pull
Well-
up, I didn't see your car, and for a second I was
That
like,
was
"Oh,
it.
these guys scrapped it."
No, me and Coach Chris were talking, and we're thinking, you know, we had such a good show. With
We're out of
just the
liquor.
two of us that I think we might have
Got a
to
lot of
bump you
beer.
down to.
Chris,
intern.
we're out of liquor.
We got a lot of beer. Yeah, no, we are out of hard liquor.
What do we do?
Which
Suck
I
on
gotta
our
get up
previous.
at the ass crack and go camping tomorrow.
party.
Fuck it.
By,
I gotta
by
get to go
half
camping.
rack
Listen
of
to
ice-
what you said for a
The
second.
half rack of 5-hour energies,
No.
and you'll get there.
Half rack of Ice House.
Half rack of
That's what gets you
coconut.
through Ice
No,
House.
when I get there, I'm gonna drink until I fall asleep.
Which
And
would be
then-
what 12:30 p.m.
No,
Yeah, the
we're going
hot dog
to
and fucking fall asleep.
we're going to Yakima.
Oh, 2-hour drive, right?
A little more.
3?
Yeah,
That's
thrice.
Not terrible.
Thrice. One more hour, good sir. Totally different.
It actually
What
kind of
is?
is.
I know. I was on the other side and I just jumped off. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'd like to just stir the pot a little
It's
bit.
all right.
Kind of a
It's all right.
difference.
I'd like to
Stir
stir
it
the
up.
pot.
So I did want to score this.
Yes, and I'm fucking so
Yeah, let's
excited
do
about
it.
this.
We'll score it. Score it. Here's a book. Here's a pen.
So
Yeah.
what do you
No,
guys-
come on,
You
score
want,
it.
you want a
Let's
different
score
pen?
it.
Grab a
Let's
pen
score
out of
it.
the backpack there. This one's dying.
Okay,
It's
so
dying, dude. You don't want this pen.
all right.
Look at how fucking I have to scratch on this fucking thing.
I don't want to figure out where.
It's like I'm running it in my own blood. How it
Find a
looks.
pen. I'm gonna rock a
He
fist.
just drops the bag on me. Don't want to do that.
You know the funny thing is, I learned that from your brother.
Just put
If you
things on
don't
you.
take it out of my hand immediately, just shove it in your face and let it go.
See, okay, my dad.
He's
taught-
such a dick with that.
Oh, see, it's learned. It's genetic. See, because my mom.
I used to say to him, Andy, hold on. And then he'd still just drop whatever at my feet. Like,
See,
come on.
My dad's not an asshole, but he'll do things a lot more. Okay, like my mom used to always do this shit where she was like, do the laundry for the kids in the morning to get them clothes. And he was just like, I can't fold clothes. Like, he would just act inept.
I'm from Chicago. I'm a dude. I work at Coke.
I can fold clothes.
I've got a whole bunch of skills, but this isn't one of them.
Yeah, I don't choose to acquire this skill.
This isn't your dad's voice. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
you're just Mike Ditka. So, I don't want to
I
fold the laundry.
will say though that your dad is probably the most diehard Bears fan I've ever met.
Outside of Chicago, fuck yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
out here in
Yeah.
Washington, oh, by far.
I've met your dad several times, but I can honestly say I haven't heard him speak more than 7 words.
That's also my dad too.
I'm a lucky one.
But here's the thing
I've
is-
had full conversations with the man,
the
which
thing
is rare.
You get him to talk, you can't get him to shut up. That's the thing. He will talk your fucking ear off. He just won't talk to everybody right away. If you get him
Yeah.
to talk, then you've opened him up, and he'll
I've been around enough over the years. At one point, he started talking to me.
Oh, buddy, yeah, he has all kinds of stories to tell and things to say.
Right.
Especially fucking bear stories. Jesus
So-
Christ, I was fucking born in '85. He was like, "Oh, it's best year of my life." Little tear comes in my
Best year of my fucking life.
Sweetness got a ring, and my boy popped out of my fucking wife's vagina, and it wasn't David Spade's baby.
All the other boys were bastards.
He was only not a bastard because we got married
That I-
5 months earlier.
And I wrote it on the birth certificate.
Not a bastard.
No, Andy.
Andy is a bastard.
He just wrote it on there. He's a bastard.
Just decided you get to decide if your kid's a bastard even if you're
no,
married.
because the Bears didn't win the Super Bowl that year. He's pissed off.
No, they were trash 87. I can almost guarantee that.
He's like, I'm supposed to win a Super Bowl when I have a kid.
Peyton was just fucking getting trashed for fucking 5 years. This is garbage. But then the Bulls got hot, so he had a good fucking 7-8
That's
years
right.
there.
That's
As a
right.
Chicago fan, he had a
Yeah, I always, you know what, I
Sox
always
got hot
forget
in
about
mid-nineties,
that, and I don't know why, but it's like I forget that it's the same
Because
damn
they
city.
crushed us. We forget things that traumatize
No,
us
no,
as
no,
children.
no.
I tried
No.
to forget it.
No, let me tell
96
you-
finals? Oh,
You're gonna
makes
get
me wanna
mad
cry.
at me. You guys,
See,
you
that
boys,
didn't-
you
that
boys
didn't
ready to get
hurt.
mad at me?
That didn't hurt.
You boys ready to get mad at me?
Always when you're around.
Every kid in school was mad at me because now listen, I had a Peyton jersey. I had a Kemp jersey too. I love the Sonics. I loved the Sonics until they were playing my hero,
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, no,
Tony
Tony
Kukoc.
Kukoc. Yeah, Michael effing Jordan.
Hey, I gotta be honest. I was a Horace Grant fan, so
Dude,
the
you know what? I was a Horace Grant fan too, but that's just because he was on.
Rex
He
and
was
the
on
slow jumper that
he
made
was
him
on
jump.
NBA Jam and he was wet
With the
like
wet-
Water
Oh.
Johnson.
He was just like Perkins. He wouldn't even jump. He would just go and line drive from the 3-point line.
Swat. How does he do that? It didn't touch the rim.
He's got those rec specs. He's laser focuses.
Can you pull up a video of Sam Perkins during the three?
Yes.
Team?
No,
Yes.
we can't do that.
Yes, I can. I will.
Anyway,
While you're talking, sure, go ahead.
but no, all the kids at school were mad at me because when the playoffs started, I came to school in my Jordan shit, and they were like, "What the fuck? I thought you were a Sonics fan." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a Sonics fan, but you've also seen me wear this Jordan jersey a bazillion times." And when you asked me to test my allegiances at like 10 years old, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Matter of fact, how old were we in '96?
You were probably 8 years
I was
old.
10. I was born in 86.
9 years old.
So I was
9,
probably
10,
so
9,
I'm
10.
I'm not at 9
9,
years
4th,
at
5th
9
grade.
years old. Seattle can bend over and fuck themselves.
Dude, I
when
love
it comes down
and
to
that's the thing,
Seattle or Jordan.
I
It's Jordan.
loved Michael Jordan. That's the thing is my dad. had
But
me-
were you a Sonics kid at first?
in '96? I was a Sonics kid.
I
Okay,
wasn't.
I was a Bulls kid first.
I wasn't.
I was a
admit
Bulls
it.
kid first.
I admit it.
I was a Bulls kid first, and I
My
wish
room was
I wish I
Jordan
stayed a Bulls kid.
everything.
I wish I would have enjoyed that to the level my dad did. My dad was sad,
Where's Sam Perkins?
Sleepy Sam, and I believe Sam. This is when Sam Perkins was with the Lakers.
What the fuck? I don't want to see
I wanna
this.
Yeah, I don't want to see this.
It's the first thing that came up. It's Sleepy Sam. Hits a big shot. 91 finals. This was before he was a Sonic.
Is he gonna hit a three that's just a laser beam to the back of the fucking iron he drops?
Yep. Watch. Yeah. He didn't even. He barely jumped.
Bang.
That
It was
14
a pretty
seconds left.
solid Sam
91
Perkins.
finals against the Bulls,
Pretty
bro.
solid Sam Perkins.
Come
jump
on
shot
now.
right there.
We know they didn't win the finals, but it was a good shot.
Tried.
We know there wasn't a fucking ring for.
Actually,
LA
wait a
that
minute. 91?
year. LA did not win that year.
Who
That
won?
It's Chicago. They went 89, 91, 92, if I'm not mistaken, and they did like 95, 96.
Where did the Pistons? Where did the Pistons win?
Look it up. Look it up.
Jordan won 2 3-peats.
Yeah, they re-3-peat.
I want to say it was 93, 90. Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, because it'd have to
Come
be
on, look it up. I watched,
94,
I watched
95,
every
96,
fucking one of them.
right? If that's a three-peat.
Is
Was
that, is that
96
or
the
95,
last?
96, 97? But
Oh,
I don't think,
yeah.
I don't
No,
think,
you
I don't
might
think
be
it was that
right.
late. I
You
think
might
you're
be
right.
right.
I think you're right, honestly. But I guarantee he won 89,
Just look at
91.
Pictures of Jordan.
Read
on,
the
man.
years. Read the years.
Yeah,
Which years?
please. Look up his rings, please. Producer. You're not the official producer.
They lost to the Pistons one year.
If I'm the producer,
What?
I need to
The
get
Bulls
paid.
did?
The bad boy Pistons won a championship, and
With
Michael
who?
Jordan. What with who?
We're talking about like
With who?
Rashid.
No.
It was way
What
before
the
that.
fuck? Way before that.
Who am I thinking was on the Pistons back in those days?
Are you kidding?
Please.
Okay, so
Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, yeah, okay. Never mind.
91, 92, 95.
I always want to say Bill Lumberg. Bill Lambeard? How do you forget Bill Lambeard hacking dudes in the face with his elbow?
I do
When,
remember
no. When the NBA was hard shit.
Right.
It was for men.
Why do you think they went and got Rodman after that shit? They wanted to get someone
Rodman
inside-
was from the Pistons.
Yes, that year.
Right. And they beat him.
And didn't he play
the
in the
Bulls?
Bullets?
And the Bulls
Bill
went and got
Lambeard,
Rodman.
Not Beer.
Bill Lambeard. No, I laugh. I said I laugh because I always say Bill Lumberg.
And then he said Bill Lambeard.
Yeah. Lambeard. That's his name.
Lambeard.
It's
Beard.
It's
It
silent
was
T.
French.
It's a D.
It was French. It was silent.
It's Lambert spelled.
I say beard.
Okay, well, I know, but it's Bill Lambeard.
He's not
Bill
a,
Lambeard.
he's not a gay guy's wife that is pretending to make him hetero.
What?
You never heard of that term, beard?
Gay guy's wife.
No, I've heard of a bear.
A beard. No, never mind. Sorry, guys. I hate to be the guy who breaches all these topics.
All the gay ones.
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of funny because I was doing show notes and we're looking through random shit on Stumble Upon, and this thing comes up where it's like the newest thing in beachwear, and it's a fucking.
Then I jacked off, and when I came back,
no, it was
No.
that was
No.
I hate that I have to answer that seriously.
no, really, I didn't.
It's like Harry Truman. He's like, I don't care if he actually did it or not. I just want to see him deny it on
So I drank
television.
Dan's whiskey. I might as well drink the rest of it.
Seriously, I got this
Dude,
one
I
here,
don't
too.
want to drink the ass backwash of
So
your
drink
beer.
this one here. I'll
Give
drink
me a
this
solid
fucking,
beer.
Yeah, here, I'll drink the fucking backwash. I deserve it. So, okay, so here's this thing. They had a strap. Imagine like this. Imagine a headband made out of spandex, slightly wider, and that's a Speedo. Across like this. Wraps around your leg.
I don't know what we're talking about.
You can't even see
How
it
did
from
we
this
get
side.
here?
I don't know.
Why are we talking about Speedos?
I don't know. We got here.
You don't know?
I don't.
What are we
forget.
talking about? What story are
We're
you
talking
telling?
about Bill Lampier.
And I wanted to say that I did want to bring this here because I'm always the guy that brings this weird shit to you guys.
But what are you doing?
Because we talk about beards.
What are you doing? Oh, that's right. Now I remember.
Oh.
Okay,
No,
I'm
I'm
with
trying-
you.
see,
I'm
okay,
with you.
see,
I'm
yeah,
with you.
I'm not
with
just
you.
bringing this
Okay.
up.
All right.
I mean, I am, but it was a saying.
Beards. Which apparently is what?
Like, okay, Freddie Mercury married this chick before he came out to convince everyone that he was
And that
a
was-
hetero
And the
dude.
chick that you marry is the beard?
If you're a gay dude, yes. To convince everyone that you're hetero.
Oh,
That's a beard.
Oh, I get it. Because you're
That's
growing a beard to look like a tough guy.
See?
All right.
Now you
All
get
right.
it.
All right.
You're
By
growing,
the way,
you're
by the
growing
way,
a Matt's, Coach Matt, we'll call it now.
you know what? I want to do this on camera, as long as we're on the subject.
Please.
I've figured
not
out-
a gay.
I'm not a fan. Oh,
So-
Aru. My Nixon.
You have to take it so far.
I know, I'm sorry. That's
It
all I
could
can
have
do.
been done real fast.
I know, I always gotta beat the shit out of the dead horse. Please, go ahead. I respect the finger. He has the conch.
So far. Anyway.
So far.
Okay, so. No. No, I lost it. Thanks, Dan. Beard?
Lampier. Lampier.
Freddie Mercury. I'm trying to get you back
Oh.
on the stream. There we go.
I've figured out.
Gay.
I've figured out. No. I've figured out.
actually gay.
I've figured out the prejudice in sports with gay people. I've figured the prejudice out, and I want to say this. Here's what it comes down to, and it may seem obvious as I say it, but it's not something people talk about enough.
Well, it's what state's for.
It's simply the stereotype. Why is it, if you look at softball and you look at the WNBA and college women's basketball, being gay is something that is absolutely, almost 100% accepted
For the female athlete.
for the female athlete.
Isn't that all society
Why?
period, though?
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying.
You let chicks make out
No,
a
no,
party,
no. But in
dudes
all
don't.
of in all of society, the reason is different. And here's what I'm saying.
'Cause it's viewed as
What
an
is the
diminutive.
stereotype of a female gay person, a lesbian,
Masculine
a
traits,
tough chick?
which are viewed
She's
as
gonna
positive
try
traits.
to almost be like a dude.
In our misogynist society, it's viewed as a
So
positive
why are
trait.
they accepted on the sports team?
Because it's the same thing that, like you said, it's
Those are good traits for a
it's-
sport
it's-
for an athlete, right?
I 100% agree
Now,
with that, and it's what you get. It's a
Why
two-edged sword.
gay dudes don't come out in sports is because what's the stereotype of a gay dude?
Michael Sam.
Soft, pretty, effeminate, not. You know what though?
White
Michael
eyebrows.
Sam is a dude that if we're playing college football, I'll put him there at the end and start him.
In college football, sure.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
He's not going to start in the NFL.
But that doesn't have anything to do with him being
The
gay.
DN, suck that D till the end.
the first time this week. Thank you.
That was so
Yeah,
bad.
give him two.
Do we have a? All right, no, but no, but
because-
that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah,
I
because-
find because I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, why the fuck is it so okay in female sports to be gay, but in male sports it's like you cannot say that shit.
Because sports is a derivative of military training. Okay.
No, it's not.
No. At its
Nope.
base level. No,
nope,
look
I
at-
won't do it.
no. If you
No.
look at the oldest sports in the world are the Olympic sports, right?
Only if
Yes
you're
or
talking
no?
about Bear Bryant.
Listen to me. Oldest sports in the world, Olympic sports. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are all the Olympic sports based on? Military
Gay orgies.
They were
We're
Greek.
talking about old Greece. Like gay orgies.
They wrestled butt naked.
Actually, no, hold on.
But they're all based on military things.
Sprinting wasn't based on military. It was just
Sure
based
was.
on... No, it wasn't.
They all were.
They just wanted to know who the fastest dude was.
They're all
That's human nature. Competitive.
Okay,
Being competitive.
The pole
is-
vault is to show who can vault over
I
a
understand
wall. The long
that
jump,
some of them were.
These are all athletic things.
But not all of them. You said all of them.
They came.
Sprinting was just seeing
I'm
the
gonna say
fastest.
2 AT every single one of them.
No.
In that day.
No.
In that day.
Before there was war, there was dude, I'm faster than you.
There never was war before there was dude. There never was dude and faster before there was war.
Of course there was. There was man before there was war.
And there was war before there was ever human endeavor to decide that
No.
things.
There
that,
was dudes hanging out before there was war.
There was find food, fuck, and then there was war, and then there was sport, and everything else that came from humanity.
Fine food, fuck.
Anything else that came from Andy?
No, from humanity.
Humanity, not Andy.
Humanity.
No, Andy brought it.
Yeah, Andy himself. Well, he is a caveman. let's
Andy
be real.
brought the
Our
rest.
strength and conditioning coach. He did bring us all into the wheel, into
Okay.
the Stone Age. But what I'm going to say is that every sport, at its base level, derives from
I guess, okay.
any athletic endeavor.
I see where you're going, so continue.
Because at its base level, that's where all our physical attributes come from. Is because we are hunters, we're fighters, we're gatherers.
And the reason I wanted to argue is because so many coaches now have figured out leadership-wise, you produce better teams by not being militant. But continue.
And I agree with you. 100%.
Continue, though. Continue.
I'm not saying go
Move on,
Bobby
please.
Knight about it. If we're going to go into that
No,
segue,
Bobby Knight's a god. Continue.
but he throws chairs at people and chokes them.
Yeah, like a god.
He makes
so,
championship teams, and there's studies that say that there's certain players who react better to that, and there's certain players who react better to a nurturing
there were certain
environment.
generations that acted better than that.
Yes.
Anyway, continue.
Well, yes.
Continue.
I know, like you just keep throwing me under the bus every time. Continue, please run after you've been run over.
Well, how do you feel being thrown under the bus or just driven off topic?
I didn't really
I
worry
know,
about the
it
bus
feels
either.
familiar. It feels almost like I've done it to people thousands of
You've done it
times.
every night?
It feels like it's just when it happens to me because I've done it so many times.
But State, thanks for staying with us.
But what I'm saying is, the reason you're saying, the reason that our society perceives this as a negative is because our society is so ingrained in these old ways
Right.
of a male-driven society where we are the fucking the end-all, be-all. When society dissolves, I mean,
Sorry, I
that's,
looked at Chris on the camera.
I was about to say, I hope you're not just laughing at me.
He was asleep.
So, Coach,
Where are we
Chris,
going, Dan?
Please read your bits. I'm done talking.
Are we
I
playing
don't
this
know
game?
where
Yes,
we're
please
going.
play the game.
Can we drink something? Is there liquor?
Yes. Okay. So this came out of a decanter. It's Crown Royal, but it may have been sitting in that decanter for 6 to 18 months.
Dude, let me get a little tiny bit of that.
Yeah, it's got a nice crown.
Don't
Royal
drink
glass
that all
to it.
yourself. You don't want to do that.
I was gonna give this to the.
Hello.
So should
How
this
are you?
go to the winner or to the loser?
To the winner, of course.
To the winner?
Winner, of course, because Matt wants it.
Which
I
one
want
am
it.
I going to be?
Let me smell it first before we decide.
It still just tastes like Crown.
It smells like crown to me.
There's nothing wrong with
It's
it.
fine. I'm not gonna taste it anyway. I'm still
It's
gonna get
it's pretty solid. It's
How about we
We'll
trade
give-
for a
you know
beer?
what, we'll give it to
I
the
didn't get
winner.
enough liquor, goddammit. The liquor was gone when I got here.
So
It's
obviously,
gonna motivate you to win.
Obviously, Matt wants this drink. Dan's got a ride picking him up, so he has
So
no
there-
reason to
there-
stay sober.
There are right and wrong answers to this, right? This isn't just like the
100%.
Okay.
So the name of the game is this a brewery?
Hold on. Raise your hand again. We got to swear in. Raise your hand, Dan. Raise your cigarette hand.
I swear. Ow! You know my balls are right here above my belly button. You
I
know.
don't. Were you gonna play music?
I wish I had something to play.
No, this is rolling.
Only on the show when we're drunk.
I keep playing Batman.
That's pretty solid.
So
It's not at all.
Yeah, it is.
Your
As far as
answer-
changing direction, it is.
No, it's not.
You know, I've been reading a lot of Lao Tzu.
I've been reading a lot of Sun Tzu, you know?
That's Art of War. That's different.
I know, and I didn't even pronounce it right.
No,
On
you
purpose.
didn't.
It was Sopranos. No, I've been reading a lot. You know, keep your enemies, keep your friends close.
Can we play this game?
Yes, please.
Dan,
Whenever you're ready.
Whatever.
when the Sonics come.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
Tell you what, we'll be a family when the Angels win the pennant.
Got an angel with you right now.
I'm gonna do that.
Can we
to-
play the fucking
I'm
game?
gonna do that to Max and Mia and be like, hey,
Hey,
Dad'll come home when the Mariners win the pennant.
Yeah, you just
I'm gonna
leave.
ride off.
dude, I took care of your kids all day. We haven't even had that
You just
story
know
yet.
you're going to be gone for 40 years because it's exactly how long it's going to be. The Mariners are going to be the only
What
team left in
happened?
Major
Why
League
did I
Baseball.
take care of your kids all day?
'Cause we didn't
Monty
have a
didn't
babysitter.
fill me. She didn't make me privy to all the new shit.
We just didn't have a babysitter.
I wasn't worried about it. I was just asking.
He was because you were taking.
He's
care
got
of kids.
yeah. Look at his face. He's like, oh, what the fuck?
Did you molest them? Come on, tell me.
Absolutely not.
That's exactly what a
so-
molester would say.
What we got here, we got Name. Oh god damn it! There's no way we're playing this game.
Please start the game.
Please.
I hate
We're
Dan.
both begging you. I'm begging you more than Matt is.
So
and
the
he
name
hates
of
me.
this game is Brewery or B-titled movie. So all you have to answer is this the name of a brewery or a movie? So here we go. First
That's
one, we
funny.
got 10. I got 10.
Yeah, let's go.
Zardoz.
Lazardos?
Zardoz. Z-A-R-D-O-Z. Is that a movie or
Brewery.
a brewery?
B movie.
Dan is correct.
Fuck yes! Give me my point.
1970
I second guessed myself. I knew that was
1974.
Who's
starring
named their beer
who?
Zardos?
Sean Connery.
Sean
Really?
Connery.
You want to look up a picture of him real quick?
No.
Zardos.
Okay, I'm just, dude.
I'm
you
gonna
might
look this
want to,
up.
because it's fucking retarded. or
Zardos?
Ridiculous. So Dan's got a point.
How dare you disparage the retarded?
Z-A-R-D-O-Z.
Let's be easy, kids.
Zardos.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I apologize.
You're good.
They use the R word around
Look up
this, right?
images. Images real quick. And that's it.
No fucking.
I've seen this before. I didn't know this was from a fucking actual movie.
So Dan wins that first one.
That's Sean Connery?
Sean
Look at his
Connery.
ponytail.
My goodness, it's cold.
I've got a pistol and my nipples are hard.
Look at my knee-high boots.
I was told this was the set for Barbarella.
All right, so here we go. Question 2 in brewery or B-title movie.
That's the most masculine man that's ever dressed like that, by the way.
Weasel Boy.
It was a Pauly Shore movie. No, that was actually that's a brewery. Go ahead.
That's a movie.
Brewery out of Zanesville.
See, I should have just
Ohio.
gone with brewery. I'm going against Dan. That was dumb.
Exactly. You should ride the fucking tiger.
Dude, just think about it yourself. Don't go against. Okay, so here we go.
I'll let Matt answer first.
3. Pinglehead.
Brewery.
I'm also going to say brewery.
Okay, you're both correct. Out
Yeah.
of Orange Park, Florida. Chud was question 4.
Movie.
And I'm also going to say movie.
Both of you correct. Horror movie from 1984. The acronym was...
Are we scoring this?
Yeah.
Are we scoring this?
Dan's up 2-0 right now.
I know
the
that.
acronym for it is Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dweller. 1984 horror movie. All right, here we go. Question 5. Here
I think we
go.
should watch Chud next week.
Surfer Dude.
Oh, that's definitely a brewery.
Brewery.
Both of you are wrong.
Oh.
Movie.
Sounds...
2008 starring Matthew McConaughey playing a cheesy surfer dude. Like this.
All right.
All right,
Exact same dude.
solid wave.
Y'all
Here we go.
keep getting older. I
Number
also
6.
get older because I'm Matthew McConaughey.
Dan's up 2-0. Badass.
That's definitely a brewery.
Movie.
Stags on the board.
Fuck!
Danny Trejo. 2012.
Had to
Remember
go
that?
against
I
it
should have
at some
known
point.
this. Yeah, it was, Danny Trejo. I'm a badass man. That's at least closer than all my other impressions tonight.
Closer.
Yeah, it's still not saying much.
Not even close.
I'm
Man,
Danny Trejo.
Man Rock.
Brewery.
I'm also gonna say brewery.
Both of you are correct.
Fuck yes.
Ass Clown.
I just gotta follow Matt the whole way. I won't lose. Ass clown?
Movie.
Clown.
That's definitely a movie.
Both of you are wrong. It's a brewery.
It's a brewery.
Aw.
God damn it.
Out of Cornelius, North Carolina.
I thought it was a fucking porn movie, to be honest with you. I thought you were throwing a fucking bone in a works there.
Fat Bottom.
It's a brewery.
I know the type of girls make the world go around. And I'm also gonna say, no, I'm gonna go against the grammar and say movie.
It's a movie.
Matt ties it up.
Fuck!
Yes.
Wait. It was what you said? Movie?
No, I just Dan said
Said
movie, and I was like,
it's
fuck.
a brewery out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Fuck! You tell me you're saving this glass of whiskey.
I mean, come
really
on, the
want-
Fat
I want it
Bottom
so
Brewery?
bad. Well, I figured it was too easy. You know what I mean?
Fat bottom girl.
This is number 10.
Oh, this
Fucking
is
A. Dude, I'm
decides
not
it.
gonna win this
We're
shit.
tied up, right? This
2-2.
is the game deal. We have to answer different.
I'm not gonna win.
All right, you go first.
Why do I always get... Fuck it.
I'm
I'll
giving
go
you.
I'll go first.
I've won everyone. I've gone first.
I'll go first.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Donkey Punch.
Brewery.
I have to say brewery too, man. It's a fucking brewery. It's
See,
so obviously a
I
brewery.
thought this was gonna be like the. I thought.
Is
somebody-
Donkey Punch a movie?
It's both.
Oh, you went with the fucking trick
It was a
question.
trick at
You
the end.
son of a bitch! I should have known it was a trick
I
question.
thought like someone would have the lead by now.
Let me see the whiskey. Put it here.
So real quick.
Put the whiskey
We're
here.
gonna drink it out of each other's mouths like Lady and the Tramp.
Donkey Punch is a brewery out of Redlands, California, and it's also a classic whodunit movie. After,
Donkey
can I
Punch.
just read you the premise of the movie?
Please, I'm gonna look it up while
Because
you're
I
doing
put
it.
down. After meeting at a nightclub in a Mediterranean resort, 7 young adults decide to continue partying aboard a luxury yacht in the middle of the ocean.
Is it softcore porn?
But when one of them dies in a freak accident, the
2008?
others argue about what to do, which leads to a ruthless fight for survival.
You said classic, right?
Put the whiskey over here. I know how to settle this.
All right, we gotta do something to
All
win
right,
this.
now hold
So
on. Put it
technically,
over
you guys
here.
tied
He's gonna
All
punch
right.
me in the dick, aren't
So
you?
here we go.
Rochambeau.
Once, twice, three.
I knew he was gonna do that.
He is the most sober. You guys tied.
You guys have been drinking all night. I
That is-
tied it up.
That
I
is
hope
a
you have a
segment.
fucking
That is
embolism.
a segment.
That was funny though. Come
I hope
on.
you have fucking a stroke.
You believe that I was gonna play a fair game?
That is-
Until you grabbed it, and I was like, why would I let him do this? I should just slap it out of his fucking hands like Matumbo.
You should have.
I should have, and I will in the future.
No. Nobody gets whiskey tonight.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Actually, you know what? As a fan of whiskey, by the way,
Once,
you can't let him drink the whiskey again.
I know we've talked.
can't fool me again.
I'm drinking his coke. And
I
just,
know
fuck
we.
you guys.
I know we've talked about this.
What?
But-
You guys like that? I think I'm gonna try to keep that game.
Yes, I know
Yes,
we've. I
every
know
week.
we've. I know
Maybe
we've
not
talked
every
about this.
week.
Every
but
week you can do it, we'll do it. Every
It might
week.
be hard every week. but
Any
I'll
bit you
work
bring
on it.
forward, fucking Coach Chris, we will fucking play it to the hilt. And I will lose my whiskey to Matt, even if it's a tie, because he's a fucking rat bastard.
Tie goes to the rat bastard.
I guess so. Tie goes to eyebrows.
Now
over
I
here.
feel shitty having that. Having
By the way, if I'm the juice man all the time, can we just call me the juice? Because it's like an OJ thing. And it's
I'll
funny.
do it. I'll call you the juice man.
I'll be the juice.
I'm
As
sure-
long as I got to get made fun of for my eyebrows.
How
I'd
about I
like
just call
to
you
be
the Jews? Like the Jewish people.
nope,
The Jews man.
nope, nope, nope.
You know what? This hairline is just fucked.
You're
There's
really-
no point anymore.
You're really just waiting for a little bit of a hat to be right here,
Your
covering the back of
hairline
your head.
isn't as bad as.
Then you're really the Jews man.
Some people.
No, see, the thing is
You're only talking about Tron and Marco.
Yeah, you're right.
Those two are the worst.
And the Get Back
And
coach.
Sayer.
Yes. Say Dog, as he prefers to be called on the
Hey,
radio.
so,
Say
hey,
dog.
what's the deal with?
What is Coach Showdown, bro?
Yeah, Coach Sadog.
Dude, you would even get laughed at by like 9-year-old kids if you told the like kids at 5-star that you.
What's your name? I'm Coach Sadog.
He loves that name.
fag.
Your dick must be as big as Shaq's.
You know, he watches the show.
No,
I
whatever.
hope he does. He needs to get a better name.
He loves that name.
Why? It's
I don't know, but he loves it.
Say Dog.
You cannot expect to come on the show and not be roasted. We've all been roasted on this show.
And no one
Really
is
bad.
safe here.
No.
Yes. And
If
let
you
that
come
be.
We've
on-
all been torn
If
down.
you've been roasted on the show and you take offense to it, then you should probably either A, stop watching, or B, just never come on.
I don't know that he's taken like offense and he won't do it. I'm just saying.
No
He
one
likes
call
the
me
name
Nick.
Sadog.
That's fine. I'll call him Say Dog after I roast him about it. Like, I don't give a shit.
How about? I think if we get offended if it was Coach Eunuch Dog, it might actually rub him the wrong way.
My eyebrows are white as fuck.
They are, but at the same time, like if we ever lose you in the woods, we just gotta look around and just look for a.
That's what I'm saying.
Eyebrows.
I'll send signals to the planes.
If we lose your son, if we
Just
lose
Coach
your
Matt on a
son-
fucking desert island, just like just blinking into the sun. I hope they see me. The seaplane's coming.
if we lose you in Sun
He
River,
must have a mirror. No, it's his eyebrows. Land and pick him up.
If we lose you in Sun River, we'll know how to find you.
He'd be starting.
You know,
forest
boys,
fires
we're
with his
right
eyebrows.
around the corner from the Butt State Sun River episode,
Oh
which
God! Hey, and by the way, where's my notebook here?
is. Look at Cole George feeling buff. Look at him flexing.
Get ready for the mini golf challenge.
It's like I've been doing my hammer curls.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm on that CT Fletcher workout, just trying to get the biceps and triceps.
Dude, you
Couple
haven't even
12-ounce
begun
curls.
to fuck with me, and you're just fucking up.
I know. We
So,
need to get on it.
just for the kiddies at home,
I've been at Northwest. I've been working out.
nobody cares.
Not on camera. Nobody cares. He cares.
You're such a dick, though.
Well, no, that's fine.
I know. You
Nonchalant.
I can't.
I don't care.
I did. I fell into that off camera mode, and it's fair, because I shouldn't be talking about that shit on camera.
I took a poop and there was a lot of corn.
There's
in it.
no entertainment value in that.
We just got entertainment value out of it because Dan.
Yeah, look at him,
Buzzed it. Nobody cares for 200, Bob.
Dan. I want your
Bob?
beard back,
Bob,
Dan. I don't like when you don't have a beard.
I'm trying to finish off my warm coat.
No.
You look like you
Oh, a
look.
beard.
Yeah.
Well,
We're for an internet
Regina
company.
and I are going to be married soon, so I'll have one.
You're going to need a full one.
That was a gay joke. Come on, guys. Fuck! It's a callback!
No,
Give me a Coke and eat,
no,
please.
really, though. I got the
Not a
joke.
Coke.
It just wasn't that awesome.
Do you have anything to drink?
Oh, I got a lot of beer.
Can I drink?
What?
Can I have a beer? Can I have something with alcohol in it?
Can I have had beer?
Can I have something other than a juice box?
Have beer. Do you have some poutine?
No
So,
tree
listen.
top, eh?
I got Little Something, I got Mere Pond Ale, and I got Shock Top. And I got Coors Banquet, and I got Coors Light. And I got a Red Hook ESP.
You have all the beers you don't want to drink.
And I got Tris.
He's got all the beers in
It
his.
sounds like all the beers I've brought over here for the
All
last
the beers
8 months.
he doesn't want to drink
I
at
bring
all.
them and nobody likes them. We got Red Hook. I got this Coors you brought last fucking month.
What do you want?
Yeah, give Dan his beer back.
Yeah, give me my beer back, you son of a bitch. I'll take any beer. I don't care. Thank you. I don't think I actually got this one, but that looks like a good one.
Oh, Mirror Pond Pale Ale. Those suck dick for quarters.
I would never have bought a Pete.
What you were saying? Oh, this beer sucks dick for quarters, and then it changes or lowered its prices after I got done.
So just a reminder for the kids
Yeah.
at home.
It's a bottle opener. You're
Oh.
gonna need it.
So just a reminder for us fine folks here, we're going to be doing the Butt State Olympics live from Sun River, and it's just going to be a matter of weeks away. We're going from the 3rd through the 9th, so it's going to be the weekend.
Sun River, Oregon. We're
Well-
good families, have good times.
We'll say
The police aren't shooting anybody.
the night of the 5th. We'll do the Olympics. How about that? Get it out of the way, and then we can have a nice few days.
No, what the Olympics will take the whole time.
We're only
'Cause
there
it's
for
several-
the 10th.
But it's several events
So
over a
we
course
really-
of several days.
So you want to do like the 3rd?
There's
going to
be at least one
No.
event a day.
No,
We'll plan it out. Maybe
No.
maybe through the whole trip
Yeah.
we'll do it.
no. I say one day.
No.
We get shit tossed.
Get it
and
all
do the
down.
Olympics.
No, because it'll be fun to do one thing a day.
Are all the women gonna be into us doing a fucking internet show
Every
the whole
day?
trip?
No, we don't have to do the internet show for every fucking event.
Yes, we do.
What? But no,
It's
we
the
just have to
events.
do one episode.
So we
when it's-
arrive Wednesday. I say we do a show Friday. I think we should have the Olympics done by our show Friday. Is my
As much
So
as we
Thursday,
can.
Friday, we have to get everything done.
I want to
Or
have
we
the
do the
medal
show
ceremony.
Saturday.
Okay,
Saturday.
how about this?
If we just do it Saturday.
If we do the events,
We could.
We do them on Periscope. Then we have the medal ceremony on Friday.
Somewhere they're written down. Where they're written
Right
down.
here. I was about to read them
Read
for
'em. Let's read them. Let's read them right now.
for the folks. We'll figure out the medal ceremony and the actual schedule later. But during the time from the August 3rd to the 9th, some point we'll let you know on either the Facebook page or the Twitter page. We're going to be doing all these events.
or the twit poke.
You know what I just realized? Are we gonna have any internet access?
One way or another, we'll figure it
The
out.
does the house have?
If not, I'll 3G hotspot my phone or something.
I'm 100% sure every house.
I don't
has
know if it
Wi-Fi.
does though.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Continue.
Either way, we're going to have such great events as mini golf. We're also going to have the Butt State Newlywed Game with all of the
I don't
couples.
think we should do that.
I think we should.
I think
I
it's
don't
a
know about
terrible
the,
idea.
I don't know about the newlywed game.
I think that was just you and Regina knowing that you guys know each other's farts the most.
If it's all fart questions, then yes, we're going to win. But if it's nothing to do with farts.
See, and I don't know, man. I think I could win the newlywed game. And
See,
I still
that's what I'm
don't-
saying.
But I still don't like it.
And you guys aren't newlywed. You got 2 fucking kids. You've been
Well, yeah,
married for like
and
ever.
you're not wet, and I'm not wet. It's the whole point. It's just like
Me and Caleb have been together since freshman year in high school, so I do feel like there wouldn't be much. I just don't like that.
Well,
I don't know, man.
You don't have to if you guys don't want to, but I'm just saying it'd be a good game.
We could do it, but
part
I
of
think
the
we
pool.
should take it out of the Butt State Olympics.
We should do the newlywed game, but you have to do it with somebody else's.
Yeah, no, you got to do it
It's
with
the
a
wife swap Olympics.
It's dudes versus women on that night.
The newly swap game.
Oh,
Dudes
well,
versus
no,
women.
that's not fair because if it was me, you, Dan, and Trev versus.
No.
Oh,
The
we'll kill
dudes
'em.
would be in teams. It'd still have to be 2 groups of 2.
We'll still kill him. So it's like me and Trev's like.
Because I don't think all the women have hung out long enough.
Not
haven't.
really.
No, they haven't.
Not at all.
That's why.
Whoever we match
That's why
up
the
with, like if it
couples.
was you and Dan versus me and Peebs or however you want. The only way that because if it was
No
me,
matter what, I'm gonna say I'm gonna win.
you could, yeah,
Because I know Dan, you, and Trev better than I know anybody
the
else in
worst
the
odd,
fucking
the
world.
worst, like the best odds you could get to women if it was Dan and Trev versus me and you, which still they wouldn't. There's no.
No,
chance.
there's no chance.
Because
Because
Dan and Trev probably know each other the least.
But you guys definitely know each other.
that's what I'm
You can
saying.
stay
Yeah.
pretty damn well. So
I don't know if
there's
you
no way-
know this.
there's-
All right, so we'll put that in the back burner. I would like to do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
But I don't think we need to do it as a new. That's the other thing. The Bud State Olympics. We
Well,
already.
Of course, why wouldn't it be?
We can play the game, but it shouldn't be part of the Olympics. And here's what. Hold
there's
on.
individual
Here's
medals,
why.
and
No,
there's country
no.
medals,
There's
just like the
only
Olympics.
there's only one
Country
medal.
medals?
Every person in the Bud State Olympics is a single entity.
Their own country.
And not couples,
One person.
No couples.
No couples in the Olympics.
So does that
Because
mean-
Sayer's there on as a one
So
man
the
anyway.
game would be a standalone.
Yes.
It has to be.
Okay, well,
That's why we already said.
Okay,
that
well,
it's-
So we could do the here's the-
Standalone.
By the way, there's a trophy that I've already purchased for the mini golf champion of the week. It has
Oh, I'm gonna
it's
win.
nothing, but mini golf will happen every day, which is why I was saying Bud State Olympics medals should be at the end of the week.
So, at the end of the week, we'll crown the champion. But during the week, we're going to have such things as mini golf, the newlywed game, which will be separate from the Olympics. We'll have pool, because we have a bumper pool table inside
no,
the
we got
house.
a real pool.
No.
We got a real pool table?
So
Ooh, we got real billiards.
I didn't tell you. I told everybody else.
I told everybody else. I never
So-
told you so.
This
No,
is that
but
part of
we-
the show where we're really drunk, and none of us know how drunk we
It's
are.
okay.
We start
But
shitting on each other
This
for
is
no
technically
reason.
after dark. But so I
Kind of.
so
Yeah.
the original place that we got the house from, they switched companies. And when the company switched, they updated the website. Because Matt was like, "Hey, send me the website." Matt was like, "What happened to the bumper pool table?" So I went on and
my
looked. and
eyebrows
there's
are
way better
whiter
pictures.
than Ron Howard's dick.
How come your balls are always thin? How come the ball sack's always
And I
thin?
gotta say right now, yours and Ron Howard's dick are gotta be identical because you guys are both ginger fucks.
But my
with
eyebrows
bald
are
heads.
whiter.
I don't. Yeah, maybe by a shade or two.
Why are they so white on camera? They're even whiter
If
on
you were in a
camera
movie,
than they are
Ron
in
Howard
real
could
life.
be your fucking stunt double. He could ride motorcycles every time he has to jump off a fucking
No.
bridge.
You look,
'cause
right now you look like a pretty serious comic book villain.
Yeah.
Those fucking eyebrows.
White brows, the evilest of all
I
men.
can't do anything about them.
His eyes were burned.
I guess I could
by
start
acid.
just for men in them, right?
No, I would.
Yeah, just turn them the same color as my
Or
hair.
you dye him red, and then you just have like Van
No,
Dyke,
I'd turn them like brownish blonde like my hair.
brownish, blondish, reddish.
I-
I've got the most fucked up hair. I've got red beard. I've got white eyebrows. I've got brown hair. I've got blonde arm hair. I've got dark chest hair, and I've got
albino
auburn brown pubes.
You just look like a fucking Van Gogh painting, just all these different colors. It's like the Impressionist period during Irishmen.
I obviously am a football coach for a particular high school, and kids ask me all the time if I dye my beard and my hair different
You
colors.
show them your pubes and say no.
Because they
I'm
didn't
fired.
know, they'd be more confused. They'd be like, "So you dye everything? What are you
Everything,
telling me?"
yes.
So when you stand naked, you're a fucking modern art
Yeah,
masterpiece.
some kind of.
Hell, I like you.
I like you. Do it.
You can come over to my house and fuck my sister.
With your auburn pube butt.
Wait, no, my butt's hairless.
Oh.
That's the weirdest part
He
about
shaves it like a fucking swimmer. He's got like an otter's ass.
it. I don't shave it.
What?
It
a
just
sea
doesn't
otter.
grow hair. I don't know what the deal is.
He's got an otter's ass.
Yeah, like a
No.
sea otter.
No.
Just a fine sheen of.
Now all of
oily
us,
hair that
all of
pulls
us
the
were
water away.
wrestlers, not like the Barrett family. They grow hair up their ass like fucking grizzly bears.
Well, yeah. You look at my asshole. It looks like someone chopped into a bear's shoulder.
They're not all wrestlers. I wrestled.
Someone chopped into it with a saber.
We're not all wrestlers. I wrestled for 1 year.
All you got to do is wrestle for 1 year to
You
weigh
would
in,
have,
bub.
if you would have just fucking stuck with it, you would have been a fucking varsity wrestler.
Stuck with it.
I
He
was a varsity
started
wrestler.
his.
For the year you wrestled. That's
No,
what
but
I'm
he
saying.
started his junior year.
I know.
I was
you were-
8-3.
I know you were fucking fine. I was there.
Wait, you only wrestled that many?
Wait, no, you didn't even fucking wrestle until I was gone. If it was your junior
Yeah,
year, then I
Dan,
was-
you
I
were
was a super
gone.
senior.
You were gone.
No, but you were there. before
Super
that.
senior, you were selling narcotics. You
Well,
were out of high
To
school.
be fair, I was doing the narcotics. I never actually sold them.
Oh no! I
What about when
tried.
you and Isaac
You were on the team for a
Hold
little
on.
bit.
What about when you and
You were
Isaac
like-
were doing the pharmacist shit? Weren't you kind of?
Not narcotics.
What are those?
They're
What are those?
designer
Hey,
drugs.
what are
Designer
those?
drugs?
They're not narcotics. If you ask someone, narcotic is a. If you ask
Designer drugs.
narcotics would be something in a certain
Because
family.
Dan and
There's a
Isaac
difference.
designed them.
There's no.
I designed an ad that I designed a
I
order
can't
from a
believe-
Chinese website.
I
and
can't
then-
believe kids did your drugs.
The pharmaceutical companies designed them.
The thing was-
Dan and Isaac just sold them.
is most people who sold those kind of things would say
They fucking played Chemist Lab and
No,
made their
we
own
didn't.
shit.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
Let me tell you, and honestly, I shouldn't even be saying this on the air, but I
Fuck it.
I never-
It's so past. like,
Exactly.
Statute of limitations.
exactly. Lord knows I'm not making any money
Statutory
now.
rape.
I'm not doing it now. Yeah.
Statutory
Statutory rape my reputation. If anyone's watching this,
Your
but
reputation got raped way before this show started.
Go ahead, though. Tell him about the pharmacy.
Tell him about the pharmacy, Mr. Walgreens. The thing is we never actually synthesized anything. Okay, we only...
You don't just up and break bad out of nowhere. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I've never seen it.
Oh, was you
God damn
chemistry teacher? All of a sudden you're gonna wake up and like, oh, I'm gonna fucking break bad.
He does sound like that.
Have you seen the homeless guy
Jesse,
who does the Breaking
You
Bad
need to watch.
impressions?
How have you not seen Breaking Bad?
It's the best show.
You gotta fucking watch that,
I,
man.
we've had this talk so
The first
many times.
season was-
Yeah, so stop fucking around.
I never will.
The
Why?
first season will make you
Wait,
feel
you
like a
won't?
meth addict without
Because
smoking
the thing
meth.
is...
Because too many
I
people
will watch
like
it.
it.
No, I will watch it. I'm just gonna take my time.
You're starting to watch Archer, though, right?
My chick is super into Archer. Okay, she watches it every time I come home from work. She's watching it. She's like, "Oh, you can turn it off if you want." She knows I
Archer's
dislike
fine. You dislike
it. I
it?
try to like it so much. I don't like it.
Why?
It just doesn't seem.
Just because you know people like it?
No, it's not even that. I've tried so hard.
You should hang
I
out with
want to like
Tron.
it so
All the
much.
all the humor is like right down your alley.
No,
it's
it's
like
not.
historical references
Some of it,
and
and almost just is like, oh god, it's so ham-handed. I don't know. Maybe it just needs to grow on me or something. I don't know. I don't want to dislike it by default.
what in the fuck is going on?
I just don't like it. Sorry. I want to like it so bad. Everyone around me
this
loves
is
it so much.
this is proven. If people like it, Dan doesn't.
Not always.
This is proven.
Big Lebowski, loved by everyone. I love it too. Boondock
No,
Saints,
a lot of
loved by
people
everyone.
don't love the Billy Lebowski.
They have the Lebowski Fest. It's
No.
Now it's like,
But enough,
It's a bro thing.
enough people that are mainstream,
More than,
line
like-
kind of people don't like it.
I would say more people like Big Lebowski than like Breaking
Okay,
Bad.
dude, bro, 7,000
No?
people go to Lebowski Fest, 60,000 go to San Diego Comic Con. I wouldn't say
That's
everybody.
3,000 different things at Comic Con. There's not Breaking Bad Con. Let's say, okay, is Big Lebowski
Dude, the Breaking
more
Bad
or less
convention-
loved than Breaking Bad? Answer me right now. Do you guys think?
I think
What?
Breaking Bad
What?
currently has more fans.
Currently.
Currently.
Then Lebowski?
Yeah.
Dude, you're hard. I'm hard.
Lebowski is huge.
That's
Lebowski's
close.
huge, but Breaking Bad
There's
is
Dude
gigantic.
Fest. There's no Breaking Bad Fest.
There's a bunch of
Comic-Con.
kids that grew up that don't know anything about the Lebowski that watched Breaking Bad.
But there's also guys who watch them both, like you, who grew up in that time where
Who
Big
like
Lebowski
them
was
both,
big.
so it's a moot point.
But I'm saying more
Dude,
people
going
like
to high
Lebowski than
school,
Breaking Bad.
dude,
That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's
more,
exactly my point.
More people have to like Breaking Bad because there's a whole younger generation that saw Breaking Bad that didn't see the Lebowski.
It's the opposite. There's more people who are older than there are young.
No, those old people said fuck it, they don't like it
They're
anymore.
not even that old. They're like, you're saying old people is like
No,
32.
no, what are you talking about? There's like 60-year-olds that have seen the Big Lebowski and
Right.
they're like, fuck it, I don't like it anymore.
Okay, and I've also seen Breaking Bad.
I don't like
It's
how much they cuss.
You might as well be 6 years old for everything, all your sensibilities.
They haven't seen Breaking Bad.
Going through high school, I can count on two hands of people that would Actually, I can probably count on one hand of people that
Two hands of a foot.
understood Lebowski references.
You know the Lebowski happened for us, for our group, because Robbie and I accidentally watched it when we were freshmen in high school. That's how it happened.
For you guys.
What do you mean for... I showed it to you.
No, you did
You
not.
never fucking seen that movie.
Oh.
My mom.
I brought this up in Curly's class.
Miss
Me and-
Curly
me
or
and
Mr.
Ryan-
Curly?
Mister.
Me and Killian watched
If it was
that.
Miss, I would have been jerking off.
would've
Me
been
and
talking,
Killian
yes,
watched
exactly.
that movie.
Do the splits,
I was
Miss
in
Curly.
7th grade. He was in 6th grade. We watched that movie at my mom's condo. That movie came out in '97.
No, I understand when it came out.
I understood that movie long before I got to high school.
So when I talked about this with you, you already knew about the movie.
Dude, that was one of our major connecting points. Was that movie?
I'll believe this.
That and jacking off under
It
I'll
was.
believe this. I don't remember that, though.
That movie.
I'll believe it.
Somehow during this conversation, your eyebrows have become more white. I don't know how.
They are. They're
I
whiter
think, it's
than
the,
ever.
I think it's the camera. It's like it adds.
No,
It adds
no,
10
look
pounds
at
to me
this
and
guy.
Chris, but it adds
This guy
like 10
looks
shades of
ominous
red
as
to your
fuck.
face.
This guy looks ominous as fuck. Like he's gonna start controlling metal.
And I gotta tell you right
Magneto.
now, I'm looking at this man face to face. His face is not as red as the camera portrays it. It's giving him at least 10 shades
It's
of
even
red.
redder.
It looks like he's been fucking burned. It looks like he was fucking
Yeah,
covered in burning
I noticed
grease.
that every time I see the
And you're not
video.
even close to that in real life.
Hey, it is what it is.
You look closer to my actual shade on the camera in real life than you do.
So basically what you're saying is there's 3 honkies in a row.
and you're the reddest of all of them.
That's right.
I know.
Red as the devil's dick.
I'm looking for Slim. You found him.
I'm your Huckleberry.
That's
You're looking like the devil walked over your grave.
I don't think any more, like, those movies couldn't be any more different.
I just started grabbing.
Life and Tombstone.
Yeah, there wasn't one black guy in Tombstone. I don't think.
No.
And there wasn't one white guy in Life, except for the prison guards.
You won. Yeah. No, like 6.
I'm the pappy.
Bernie
So
Mac.
then were they not?
Cheers to Bernie Mac.
So they were pretty.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
They were pretty similar.
Kick it. I didn't get that song that he played.
No, they weren't similar. Where Life was purely funny all the way through.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
What was the one I brought up?
That's what I was just thinking about.
Yeah, that's our show. We've
been drinking too much, kids.
Should we peace out?
That's our excuse.
Nobody gets on camera and gets drunk as we do. Is there anything else?
Well,
I think it's been a good night.
Hold on.
we're also going to have Flip Cup, Idiot Poker, Left Right Center, Sequence, Bones, Pac-Man, Shuffleboard. The Butt State Olympics are going to be off the fucking chain.
Can I just say now?
It's going to be a good time.
Can I just say now that I will bet a shot of anything you want me to drink on the Pac-Man? I'm winning.
You're going to bet shots on
You're winning what?
Pac-Man.
Oh,
He's not winning.
He's putting wagers for
You and Say are going to be there.
Well, don't put
You
me.
two are the video game
Your
masters.
man is so confident. I think you should fucking take him out.
I'm not a video game guy.
I don't like this man's confidence.
Hold on. When did you own your first game system? How old were you?
And by own, he means jack off on.
I
come on.
don't remember any.
No, come on, Dan. This
My
is
dad-
serious.
my
man.
Wait for this.
My dad. You gotta remember when I was born, my dad was 18.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
We
So
had
you
video
had
game consoles.
like immediately, right?
Immediately, yeah.
So how old were you? Like nothing?
It's nothing.
Not even a year old. You had a what?
I would imagine
A Nintendo?
my first frame of reference was probably I don't even know. But
Technically, my dad jacked off.
What
on
is
my
the
class
first thing
team.
you remember playing on?
Super Mario Brothers on the original NES.
What is the first thing you remember playing on?
Probably about the same NES.
Okay. I did not own a game system
So you're out.
until PlayStation 1 came.
So you're out.
I'm out.
You're not part of this.
I'm out.
You suck at everything we do.
It's just we're never doing anything physical.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Why would we? Why would we want to give you a chance to succeed?
What would you be like? Hey, guess what? We're all three of us are gonna fight in a round robin. Who's
Yeah,
gonna win?
we're gonna have a sprinting race.
I'm not talking about a fight, and it's funny you guys still give me that credit, and I appreciate it.
I guarantee you beat at least
But
me up.
I've had 7 concussions. That's like Steve Young. I've got Steve Young numbers.
I still think
Dude, this light switch goes on and off like that one at your grandma's house where you barely touch it and it falls down, the lights go off.
I still think at the end
Matt's
of the day,
brain is a crystal doorknob on an old bathroom door.
I still
Just
think at
fucking
the
limp
I
and
still think
falls
at the end
off.
of the day, the only fight that would be worth watching on the Bud State round robin would be me and Dan. So I still think you would knock both of us out.
No.
No, because either one of you guys I'd just wrestle.
Wrestle.
I'd just wrestle
He's
you
gonna
down.
be like fucking the chick from.
I'd be like Daniel Cormier and just lay on you
You're
like,
gonna be
Anderson
Daisy
Silva.
Dukes from fucking.
You're like,
Dukes
I'm
of Hazzard.
technically better than you,
So
so
okay, so you're beating
that's
me.
it.
You're beating me.
Matt's gonna throw in his.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
jean shorts.
I'll beat you guys, but I wouldn't hit you because I'm too tired.
You know, Matt
I'm
gets serious.
fat
He
and
puts on his
old.
jean shorts and he starts fucking saying, "Let's wrestle."
You gotta remember when I wrestled, I double-handed pin.
Yeah, Orange did Pentagon like
He's
this
like, "Why you go for the figure
with
four
their
so
hands
much?"
on his chest.
That was a rope break.
I just remember Coach Page like, "What are you doing?" I was like, You haven't showed me."
There-
anything,
it was a
so
pin.
I
It was a
don't
pin.
know- Don't know
Yeah.
what you're doing.
No, he had showed you a half Nelson by then.
Coach Page never showed anybody anything other than how to run like a ninny.
Run around his head.
I knew how to tackle someone, and when that didn't work out, I was like, "Well, I'll just stand up and throw him."
Dude, did you
That's
guys
how
ever
I-
do? Did
I
you
was
guys
like,
ever do
"Ah,
freeze?
you caught me."
right?
Did you guys ever?
No,
No,
I was heavyweight.
I was
So-
215
I was heavyweight weighing 207.
because he wasn't taking that 215 slot from me.
I was still 8-3.
He was. He beat the shit out of most heavyweights.
Well, yeah, because of
Most guys
out
are-
of 13
Most
heavyweights, 8 of them
Most
are
heavyweights,
slobs.
most
And the
heavyweights
other three are
tits
starting fullbacks
actually
from the football
rotate
team.
in opposite order,
Starting fullback from Mount Sinai,
and their
when he
tits
was a
stick out of
fucking
their
brick
singlet,
shithouse.
and they rotate like this in
looked like-
opposite order.
He looked like fucking
Titties
Stecca
hanging.
from fucking Vision Quest.
My first tournament I went to, I wrestled a kid from Auburn Riverside. And
Auburn?
I had the record for the fastest pin in that tournament because I pinned him in 7 seconds.
True.
But the match started and he went, hey. And he did this, and I was like, oh, okay, come here. And I just tackled him.
You just tackled him and laid him down.
Was
Pushed
he
him.
trying to fucking do like the electric slide or something on you?
I don't
Dude,
know
the
what
guy
that kid was
probably
doing.
had mental problems.
There's like, yeah, sure, you're the 215. You're the varsity 215.
No, heavyweight. Varsity
Let's-
You're the
heavyweight.
varsity
Hey,
heavyweight.
let's
for tiny.
wrap this up so we can talk about this shit without being lame.
All right.
Let's move.
You mean just quit the show entirely? 'Cause
Okay,
that's the only way we can do
No, the show's solid, but we got to
Yes,
talk
we're
about our
talking.
high school fucking stupid stories
That's been
when the
2
show's
thirds of the
off.
show. You weren't here.
Well,
What else do we have here?
you're right. I wasn't
You
there.
guys keep talking. I'm gonna look up.
Everybody remember I wasn't here.
Hey, by the way, the Butt State softball team were 7-2. We're solid.
Oh shit!
Batting in the 3 slot, by the way.
Batting in the rouge. as
They
they
went
say.
0 for 7 today. Just trying.
Are
to
you
get home.
fucking kidding me? I went like 9 for 9.
No, you didn't. You popped up twice.
That team sucked ass. They didn't catch the ball.
Okay. But they,
Infield fly rule doesn't apply and fucking.
I got
No,
a
they
base-
were outfield.
Right.
They're
I
outfield
got
flies.
on
They
base
just couldn't.
every- I got on
Can
base
of corn
every-
and
I got on
dropped.
base every time. I got up 10 times.
How many good hits did I get?
I had 5.
I went like 5 for
Right.
9.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You don't count errors as bases.
You know what though? Baseball
With the
wise,
dumb shit in right center.
hold on.
can't catch it.
Hold on. Baseball, softball wise, 5 for 9 is still really good.
Oh no, it is.
I'm still batting in the 3 slot
But
because
you
I'm
were
solid.
trying to hit home runs every time.
I wish
Yeah.
fucking Tristan
And you
was
flew
here.
out.
And I didn't get there.
Yeah, no. And I was doing the same thing. Like after
I needed my bat. I didn't have my fucking bat tonight.
After the second time that I hit a double off
Like
the
Babe
fence,
Ruth?
I was like, oh, I'm just going for
There's a
home
couple
runs.
of bats that have a little more pop in them than the others.
Definitely.
So you really are like Babe Ruth.
No,
You got, like, a special
there's
bat.
there's this chick that comes, Aurora, and she's got a bat. That bat, I just smack dingers with that.
Oh, there's your name's Aurora. and she's
I like how he says
blows
he
over.
smacked dingers. He's
No, I
never hit a
don't. No,
dinger.
I didn't smack dingers. I hit the ball far though. I get really long sack flies.
I'm still getting
Warning track
Hey,
sack
I'm getting
flies.
Okay,
Babies,
so
fuck
we
it.
play. So we play at 6 o'clock next week.
Dan, you should come. Come on, let's do it one time. One time. You're funny as shit.
You
Do
obvious-
play by play. Watch
I-
us get more views than anything else we've ever
Let me
done.
say real quick. I work in Issaquah. And
You
I,
just stay
All
there.
the more reason.
I will come
Just
out.
stay there.
But we're gonna need a phone to scope it. I'm gonna need your phone to be charged.
That's fine. It'll
Okay.
be charged up.
Well,
Fully charged.
let's say how much.
Fully
of a,
torqued.
How much of a cash,
ready to crank down.
How much of a cash penalty will you pay if it's not charged?
You just can't like scroll through all my dick pics.
I'm not gonna do that until after the show
Okay.
when
We
we're
should
together.
sign off and talk about
All right.
schematics.
Schematics. Hold on.
Schematics.
We almost got through this whole show. without
Listen,
Coach
hold
Chris.
on. Can I say something because I came late? Butt State, we've missed you. We love you.
Semantics.
We're coming back.
Schematics.
Okay.
We're
You
about
said
to.
fucking schematics.
I've been drinking all fucking night.
Well,
But
you almost
drink
got through
all-
it.
Hold on. Schematics is pretty bad.
I was,
It's semantics.
I know that.
But
I
tonight
just-
it's
Yeah, but
schematics because you've been drinking enough.
And semantics.
Dude, I haven't drank enough to say schematics.
Schematics.
Right, you showed up a fucking hour and 20
But I've been chugging booze ever since.
Thank you. He still didn't say schematics.
And I rolled some taffy up and ate that. All right, here we go.
What the fuck? Thank you. You were you should thank Coach Matt for saving you from fucking dangling to death on that fucking schematics.
Dan.
Can we sign off?
Let's do it.
Same butt time, same butt channel.
May those who love us love
We're
us.
playing at 6 o'clock. So
May those who don't love us, may the Lord
We'll
turn
be
their
back
hearts.
here at 9 o'clock.
And if he
whether
can't turn their
Dan
hearts,
shows
may
up
he
or
turn
not.
their ankles, so we may know them
I
better.
like you guys will fucking just blather over each other. We're gonna say it to their
I
next.
was doing that very much on purpose.
I know. I know, just to spite me. Next Friday, we'll see you folks at 10 p.m. If,
If I was gonna spite you, I'd be your bull.
Motherfuck, noise.
I don't know how to go with that one.
Smoking weed.
Snoochie
smoking
boochies.
weed,
Snoochie boochies.
Rolling joints, drinking
Schematics
beers,
are very
drinking
difficult in that
beers,
one.
Beers.
Turn it
Rolling
off.
Fatties,
No, it's
drinking
not.
Bud. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts.
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same, but
Bud
stay.
Network.